Like, hey, you got my scratching post. Can't get mad at me. Here we go. It's not going to let me. Dude, it's not letting me search for our stream. Wow. All right. What's up, everyone? Hopefully this is working. I can't search for our own stream in YouTube, so this might be super blocked already.
Oh, man. Very strange.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There you are.
Oh, we got 10 watching already. Okay. There we go. Make sure we're not...
Mikey, what is up, dude?
All right, let me pop out the chat. Arrange everything so we can say hi proper like. And minimize that, minimize that, minimize that. And maximize that. All right.
Captain Trips. Yeah, exactly. In a lot of ways.
Stephen King himself addressed that and said, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop saying that. It's not the same thing. You're going to upset the king. All right. So we've got that up there. And, oh, no, not you. I need you there, but I need to make it smaller so I can see the color here. Okay.
That's what she said.
Really? Okay.
I don't know.
All right, so let's shout out some of the people we have in the chat. We have David Santa Carla. We have Dale Strunk, Mikey Mnemonic, of course. Rubber Soul 81. Hello, hello. Joe Malia, Filthy Dan, and Exciples, Tasha Helms, Robert Duell. We're all gonna die.
Yeah. Exciples. Then after the pronunciation of his name, I dig it, man. Ooh.
And then Nick Oakes is here. Susie Von Slaughter here. All right.
How about that?
Hi, Susie.
We missed you,
yeah, we got a lot done today. So it was a busy day, but you are a busy gal. So Jason Greer is here. Ben Grimm is here. 2 weeks paid vacation. Yeah. Nice. Congratulations for that.
Wish I had that.
Stephen King made me feel better with that tweet, said Filthy Dan. Yeah, fair enough. Greetings, Tasha. Hello. Gina Starr. Hello. Lost Boys Bayous. You have some toilet paper I can borrow? Actually, I had just bought a 6-pack of my oversized aloe vera lovely Charmin, and
it's very soft.
It's very soft. I'm gonna have to make this stuff last. Sorry, rumors. Tumors. Sorry, rumors suck, she says, and then she's like, correction, tumors suck. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, that's true, Susie. So, yeah, apparently Susie's very upfront. She's got tumors that need to be addressed. So, I mean, that's Susie. Listen, ever since her first appearance on the podcast years ago, she's been talking about her tumors. So that's just part and parcel for our lovely Susie Von Slaughter.
But that shows that she's a badass. She can
survives it all. It's just a matter of time. Absolutely. Yeah. I'll be signing up to Patreon again on Thursday. No problem, Mikey. We've been handling a lot of Patreon requests recently, actually. We recorded like 8 of them today. Yeah. And if someone's going to be hiccuping...
Please stop.
Let's see. Dale says, my school shut down for 3 weeks because of Corona. Exciples says, this guy knows his toilet paper. Oh, yeah. Look, my dad always said, if you're going to waste your money, if you're going to spend your money on things, always make sure good toilet paper is one of them. Because, look, if you're going to spend anything on self-comfort, you got to have good toilet paper. So I'm a Charmin and baby wipe kind of guy. Give me that aloe vera Charmin, that green package, and some baby wipes. And I might be overweight, but I'm an overweight guy with like the cleanest butthole you'll ever find.
Okay, but if we're going to discuss the comforts of toilet, situations and so forth, about getting one of those toilets that like puts the water flow up your anus.
A bidet?
Is that what that's called?
It's a bidet.
I don't know what it's called, man. I mean, you were on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous,
Hey!
bro. I mean, come on.
Oh, okay, called out. Shit. It doesn't mean that's why I know what a bidet is. A lot of people know what a bidet is. So Susie Manslaughter throws some black hearts. My roommate used to laugh at me for buying in bulk. Who's laughing now? Am I right? No, I usually go to Costco or whatever, but they don't usually have the big bulk version of the aloe TP. So. Mimi, what's your opinion on black and death metal? We can, this is a straight up Q&A session. We're just going to talk briefly about COVID-19 and coronavirus, which those two terms have already gotten this demonetized. So completely. We're just going to talk about it now while you guys are watching. And this video is going to get buried by YouTube afterwards. But we figured for the live stream, let's just lean into it. We are planning to do a news update. Hopefully we'll do that next week. And then we have a bunch of Patreon commentaries to record for the following Sundays. Because
there's going to be no new news.
There's going to be no new news.
Taken from the
no new movies.
Schedule.
So we're going to be able to hit our Patreon list hard, which is nice. Yeah. TMI, Cecil. TMI, says Mike. Yeah, what are you going to do? Look, I'm a big guy with a clean butthole. I'm proud of it. Okay, it's funny. I saw a funny tweet, by the way, that said, if aliens were to come to Earth right now or in a few months and there's piles of dead bodies, they're going to say, wow, this species had a lot of dead bodies, but they have the cleanest buttholes of any dead bodies we've ever found on a planet.
And
because
that is commendable.
TP is a priority right now. So JP Lovecraft has joined. Zachary Haith has joined as well. Nice. Coronavirus is afraid of catching Susie. She's that tough. Yeah.
Damn right.
For sure. So what is your opinion of black and death metal, Fuego?
I personally prefer death metal more often than not because of the fact that I'm a punk guy and, it has its roots as far as like a more roarcore accentuated bit of
roarcore. Is that a subsect? Because
I don't know,
but
it should be. It totally should be.
Roarcore sounds awesome.
Black metal is where there is more of an orchestral...
COVID-19 is a great death metal band name.
Yeah,
100%.
There's more.
Good job, Anthony.
There is more of an orchestral kind of sophisticated aspect to a lot of black metal. Although a lot of people in Norway would disagree that that's poser black metal. I mean, I don't know. They often both have face paint and corpse paint, as they call it. They're all like looking up to Kiss and so on. But I don't know. It's like a Sweden versus Norway thing. Norway is much more notorious for its black metal and stuff like the film that you watched, Lords of Chaos, man.
Love that one.
And they were like, we did it harder and better and blah, blah, blah. And then you've got Sweden, which I personally prefer because I feel like they're... I don't know. I like the melody with my heavy stuff, and that's just me personally. So there you go.
Fair enough. Lost Boys Bayous. Have you two seen Outbreak from 1995 with a $2 super chat? Thank you, Lost Boys. Yes, of course we have. It's one of my, it's one of the best, if not the best, virus movies out there.
It's so funny because
I remember it more fondly than Contagion.
Everybody has been talking about Contagion, and for me, since I grew up in the 90s like Cecil, I remember the sneezing the coughing, sneezing scene in the theater more so than
where the little particles go flying around and inhaled by other people.
Man.
Yeah,
I mean, and then that's still like Contagion is still very good. It was. Oh goodness! I'm trying to remember the name of the director now, and it is totally eluding me, unfortunately. But I mean, Outbreak, Dustin Hoffman, very solid in its own regard. But Contagion, Matt
Damon, and Gwyneth, right? Didn't she die right at the very beginning?
Oh, fuck, I think so.
Yeah.
Sorry for the F-bomb.
We're talking about the coronavirus. We're already demonetized. Might as well we curse up a storm.
No, it was homie who took that time off, and then he came back and he did the Redneck film, and he did some TV work. Why can't I think of the name of this director?
I don't know.
It's unfortunately eluding me. But
Just Mike, I like that, says, man, the cultural difference. Where I'm from, people barely buy toilet paper. We use water and soap. Wait. Joust, you can't just drop that and run off. What do you mean? Where are you from? And remind me never to shake your hand in person. What do you use? What do you mean soap and water? What? There's too many unanswered questions there, Joust.
You're blowing my mind.
What culture are you from that soap and water is all you need? What do? Do you lean over and just spritz and then bidet the action? Or do you go in and scoop and then hey, I'm all good? Look, cultural difference. I don't begrudge any culture, but what is the difference there? Please tell me. I'm very intrigued. Okay, There's a lot of good questions here, so let's briefly. Yeah, we have someone.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is what happens.
Too much Ryan George.
Well, yeah, when. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
When Fuego is attacked on the chair, it's this little guy who uses that particular chair as a scratching post. This is Thorn, you guys, so I'm gonna let Thorn down. But
he's the cutest, the cutest of the cute. Man, Metal is my favorite Floyd album. That is really
Metal is a great Floyd album.
It is because it has.
It's right below Animals, in my opinion.
One of these days, I'm gonna cut you.
And Division Bell,
pieces, man.
Metal and Division Bell. I love both of them.
Yeah. I'm just a sucker for the Wall for the conceptual aspect of it.
Those are the best. I think. Wish You Were Here was the best. Dark Side of the Moon is second best. The Wall was third best, and then I think it goes to Animals and Metal and Division Bell. I think Metal and Division Bell are tied, in my opinion. I think those are great. Metal has some great atmospheric, like that kind of stuff, like music that is drops in a fountain or in a water body. You know what I mean? That's what I think of when I think of Metal. So,
I mean,
great bring up.
Man, one of these days I'm gonna.
We're living the Bay. That's a great movie too.
The Bay, is that the one where the
Steven Soderbergh,
is spreading downward?
Or the Bay is where the trilobites start, like a zombie kind of outbreak sort of thing, except if everyone basically dies. It's been a while. It was one of our first season reviews.
Is that the one with DiCaprio?
No,
the Bay was
the Bay. Yeah,
no, it was Levinson actually.
Barry Levinson. Okay, yeah, you're right.
I still remember watching that after. And holy crap, because that was like all the chicken crap that was like going into the water.
Yeah, right. And, that's what it was.
Dude, that movie.
That was a great one.
Messed up and disgusting in that particular regard.
Susie says black metal more, though.
Okay, it just really depends if you want aggression and avant-garde. And that there's been just various iterations of black metal and death metal, obviously. I mean, I love melodic death metal from, like, Gothenburg, for instance. I love my Dark Tranquility. I love my...
He's showing off his metal dick right now.
At the gates and
this is the metal that I like.
Yeah, so I never got as into the black metal scene, but I appreciate... I mean... The black metal that I appreciate, a lot of people who are purists don't consider real black metal. Stuff like Cradle of Filth and Demu, like they're like, yeah, they're not real black metal. They're not really with it. But I have always distinguished black metal as incorporating the orchestral and higher conceptual aspect to what's going on.
I haven't nearly thought that deeply about it, so you're better to answer than I am.
Well, I mean, I did the whole music journalist thing for a little while, so hopefully I didn't come out of it unscathed.
Welcome to Dice. Hello, Dice Rollin'. Dice Rollin' is a YouTube channel. If you guys are interested in another different opinion on horror and other stuff, Dice Rollin' I highly recommend. Mikey Mnemonic, another person. These Blue Wrenches have some material. Mikey has a podcast, yes?
He did briefly.
Oh, briefly, okay.
Yeah, it was the Dark Planet podcast, if I remember correctly.
He says snot, phlegm, spittle, fart, jizz particles everywhere. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just basically
Outbreak.
Yeah, it's like
the movie
anything
theater
that we could potentially pass along this crap with. And
Exipel says I prefer Whitechapel over Dimmu Borgir myself. Death metal greater than black metal. Okay. Filthy Dan, I can't decide between black and death metal. When I think I have my mind made up, I switch it again. Papa Hades, are you guys scared or not really? So this is a good segue. Let's jump into the actual COVID-19 coronavirus of it all. So we are here in Arizona, and while there are cases here, it's been largely quiet. However, I saw someone when I was driving earlier, might have been Dave, that found an article that said there likely is probably roughly 70,000 cases of coronavirus in Arizona that just has not been diagnosed yet. Because no one knows they're sick.
Nobody is getting tested.
No one's getting tested, and it's a 2-week incubation period. So you can be having it and you don't even know.
Yeah, it's between 5 and 14 days. You initially feel sick, and then like 2 weeks go by, and then you're like, oh, now I know that I am like messed up and stuff. And so I actually have a day job at the Clarendon Hotel where we are basically like inherently needing travelers and stuff like that. Nobody wants to travel now. We went from like the day that like all of the dominoes essentially fell on Thursday, I think was the big day. That was when, like, Live Nation was like, we're suspending all touring. That was when, all of the films were being taken off of the release board. That was when productions were being shut down. That was when all of sports, if you're a sports person, sports go sports, NBA and NHL, everything that is about to be going or is going, it was all done, dude. And that was where I finally felt it. And that night, Catherine and I went to get some stuff at Target, and there was nothing in as far as water. And I felt like it was Y2K again in a lot of ways, when there was all of that fear and apprehension. But this was actually a real thing, as we know now, as opposed to just speculation, which Y2K entailed. So everything is tentative and life is on hold is the biggest thing that I can really say. And I have a lot of friends in both the concert industry, in the service industry, in the movie industry, and all of their lives are being put on hold as far as money making goes, which is scary.
So how is it affecting the channel? So here's how. All the movies that we were going to cover for you guys, the new releases, The Hunt might be the last new release that we're able to cover for a long time. We were scheduled to see A Quiet Place 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Literally tomorrow, as we do this live stream on the 16th. We had Monday passes. We were going to see it 5 days before everyone else, and we were pumped about it because it was one of my top 3 most anticipated for the year, along with Antlers. Yeah. Both of which have now been postponed, along with the new Bond movie, along with the new Fast and Furious movie, along with basically everything coming out in the next month and a half, and possibly more beyond that. And not only that, but a lot of the productions that were currently in the works have been shut down. Man. Stranger Things 4, other movie projects that are
Story for Apple Plus.
Yeah, dude, a bunch of horror stuff that we were going to be covering has now been shut down. Luckily for you guys, we here at the Horror Show channel, in case you didn't notice, have no shortage of episodes for you guys. We have maintained 1 episode a day for a long time. We were doing 2 a day for a while, but we're backing it down because YouTube punishes the 2 a day people if you don't have a huge audience. And we might even go lower than that. But honestly, you guys, there's so much that we can still cover. We can finally catch up on a lot of the movies that we haven't, and we can focus on all the Patreon requests. So today alone, we recorded like 8 Patreon review requests. And if you guys didn't know, we have a Patreon. You can join the Patreon in the link down in the description box. And we have over 70 reviews that are not available on the channel proper, of big movies too, that if you haven't seen us review a movie, likely we've reviewed it on our Patreon. And we recorded 8 more of them today, including Come to Daddy and After Midnight, 2 2020 releases, which, if I'm honest, I'm going to release them on the main channel so we can drive more people to the Patreon. But all you need is $1 or $5 a month, and you can still access all of these reviews. So, guys, we're going to continue to do our stuff. Luckily, when we gather, it's usually 5 or less people. It's not 250 or more, which is what all the events are being canceled. We can monitor ourselves. And Marsha's pregnant, so she has to be especially careful. But she still came today and recorded a bunch of reviews.
She's a champion.
Yeah, we intend to do that. We're going to record our review of The Outsider next week. Fuego's the only one that didn't get to finish it. Marsha and I did. So next week we'll have that review for you, along with a bunch of other things. We're going to review Castlevania and a lot of good stuff. So how is this going to affect the channel? It's not, outside of the fact that you're not going to see new movie reviews because there's not going to be new movies to review.
And that's the biggest thing, man. I saw Stuckman's little thing that he did, which I found very interesting. He was like, what can I do?
I missed a bunch of movies in 2019.
He was like, well, there's a lot of like pertinent stuff that I didn't check out the previous year that I now have time to catch up properly on. And we're going to do that. I mean, stuff that honestly...
That pineapple juice, that's just the worst.
It's not that good.
Never get that kind of pineapple juice.
Should I get Dole?
The cans. Yeah,
cans?
The
Dole?
cans.
Yeah, I almost got Dole.
Always do that.
This is a guy who has like a very specific...
I have a very specific taste palette. You're not wrong. I really do. But he got the plastic, like the
It was
the
still
crayon raspberry stuff, packaging.
It was still like $4, man.
No, I'll pay you for it. I don't have a problem paying you for it. I'm just saying it's always go for the fresher stuff in the cans because whoa, that is rough. But
I didn't know if the can was a fresher situation, but
can is always fresher, 100% when it comes to pineapple juice. But yeah, so
yeah, but that's the thing. It's not gonna really mess with anything in our regard because of the fact that there is still so much on. Honestly, the streaming end too, the streaming, the television end,
and the comics end,
and the comics end,
guys.
Too.
Check
out our comics reviews, guys.
Please do.
Please.
We have our last Lock and Key review going up this week, which is the 7th Lock and Key review, and then we have 3 weeks. Then we have 3 weeks of the Cape. Then we have 1 week of Joe Hill's Tales from the Dark Side. Then we have 1 week of Stranger Things between your book review and the comic review that we did.
Yeah, which is funny because we were so stoked about season 4 of Stranger Things, and we probably won't see it till next year.
No.
And so,
and if you get Lost Boys and Final Destination done, we'll have those to do as well. Plus the Skinner Sweet stuff we plan to do.
So this is actually something that I want to ask your opinion about specifically.
All right.
Because of the fact that yesterday when I did an impromptu live stream also for Hail to Stephen King, and it was all about like just post-apocalyptic destruction, all this craziness and stuff like tales of his. I'm actually asking you if you think that CBS All Access should go forward with The Stand television series in the fall, despite the sensitive subject matter.
It's going to be done by the fall. They'll be able to.
They finished shooting it.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, they're going to still work. Anything that's already in the can, they're still going to work on post production.
But will they think this is kind of a sensitive subject?
By fall? No. No, this is all going to be done over the summer.
Are they going to have a handle on it?
This is all going to be done over the summer. There's people saying that China's going to have a serum in April. No, April I'm seeing now.
Okay, well, they pushed it forward.
So, yeah, I mean, technically the first serum you can officially go by would take a year of development. Yeah. But I'm telling you, all of this crazy over-the-top hoarding and over-the-top panic, that's going to be done in a month.
Well, that's the biggest thing.
It's going to be done in a month.
That's the biggest thing that's tripped me
because we're taking precautions like China and Italy didn't do.
Truly. But, I mean, for me, more so than anything else, I feel like, and this is me just saying personal opinion, so this is not the horror show's opinion, but I feel like...
Fuego's opinions do not reflect the opinions of the horror show as a genre.
No, dude, I feel like the media poured a significant amount of fuel on the fucking fire of this, entire catastrophe, and so for that reason, it's reactionary stuff has been worse than it necessarily would have been. I mean, I don't think the toilet paper and the bottled water, craze would have been as bad if not for the fact that,
Listen, all I need
it was covered
two
in
things.
The media.
I need water and I need to wipe my butt. As long as I got them two things, I'm golden.
I just need soft stuff to wipe
food?
my butt.
No, I don't need food. I'm going to just drink water and I'm going to shush out my butt so there ain't going to be nothing solid to wipe after. You hear me? I got two splatter wipes and I'm good. Because all I drink is water, and all I do is have toilet paper.
Actually, all I eat is...
toilet paper.
All I eat is Taco Bell and...
Taco Bell.
A little bit of that
I eat whatever I can to make sure it goes out in one big shush.
And I have so many of those old napkins that they give me every time. I just wipe my ass with that shit.
Hey, that's a good life hack. Life hack. Health tip.
We're officially...
As Jablinski says, life hack. If you go to fast food, ask for extra napkins for TP. All right, so we need to go back.
We are officially terrible.
We got to go back to the comments here.
Sorry for the stereotypes.
Oh my God, Yoanita says he meant we use water spray to wash, then lather with soap. Okay. So we're talking about the guy that said they don't use toilet paper. That's still not very clear. Bob says simulated a wipe, then scratched your nose. LOL, awesome. That's how I do. I wipe and I scratch. So, I'm spreading. Susie Von Slaughter's talking to Corey Novak. What up, Corey Novak? Good to see you, sir. Tiana Wakefall. Hey, everyone.
Stop.
Let's see. Nikki Nicole. I love that. Department of Redundancy Department. Thoughts on the movie 2008 Quarantine? It's great. It's based on the Spanish movie Wreck. which is, I think, a better version of it. Yeah, this is an American remake, and Rec 2 was wonderful, a wonderful continuation directly
was that a
of Rec
footage,
1.
Like,
yes.
Performance
yep.
kind of?
Yep,
Yeah,
just like Quarantine was. Quarantine 2 was not found footage. However, Rec 3 and 4 were also found footage.
Interesting. I haven't seen any of them, so I have no commentary to give.
They're good. Mikey Mnemonic says he's had 3 podcasts, but he no longer does any of them. All right, my bad. Oh, so Josh says he has a bidet. Okay, so yeah, they don't need to wipe if he's got a bidet. That's fair. Because the bidet shoots the water up and sprays. It cleans out your butthole. That's
what I thought. It was
and
like
then
a
you don't need to worry about
cleansing process.
Anibal Riveros is here. Hello, hello.
No, we have to actually give a shout out to Jax the Ripper too, because the fact that she saw that we were discussing metal at one point when she first jumped on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Black versus Death and stuff like that. Jax is awesome and a actual kind of like journalist of sorts in the metal community and really
actual journalist. He says, like we're not. How dare you, sir?
No, shout out to her. She's super cool.
Mikey says, if you're old or sick, you have everything to worry about. That's true. If you have pre-existing conditions or you're old, you're up a creek.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you have autoimmunity disorder, if you have respiratory issues,
says it's population control. Holy shit, Susie.
Yeah, she's getting into it. And there's actually some people who think this is a manufactured, like, kind of situation. And there's other people who think it's like a distractionary
patron, Ms. Marie. Ms. Marie, if you're here, by the way, thank you for your Patreon request, by the way. Ms. Marie, I want to shout you out specifically because you sent over a request for After Midnight and a request for Freaks. And we recorded our review for After Midnight today, and we're going to record our review for Freaks next week. Fuego and I loved Freaks. Marcia and I loved After Midnight. So you got some good taste, girl. Those are some good Patreon requests. Keep those up, because After Midnight was awesome, and Freaks was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So
living after midnight.
Count Von Strange. We have Susie Von Slaughter and Count Von Strange the Fourth. I love that. He says, "What's good?" You know,
what is good?
Not viruses. That's
life is on hold. Is basically cancel everything. We actually, guys, we found out today that actually no, not even today. We found out like 2 hours ago that the Phoenix Film Festival and the International Horror and
while we were filming
for
this week
is I suspected it, even as I spent like 4 hours the other night getting our entire itinerary together, the list, the pre-production.
Yeah, the irony goes even deeper because we were literally due to record a promo/preview for all of the horror movies coming to the Phoenix Film Festival and the International Horror and Sci-Fi Film Festival this year.
Yep.
We were hours away from recording it when we saw the news. By the way, the Phoenix Film Festival's been postponed.
Postponed, as they're calling it.
Not canceled, postponed, which is nice.
Which is what, I mean, when I saw South by Southwest canceled, CinemaCon canceled, all these different things that are showcases of, you know, like feature films that are trying to find distribution and so on and so forth, I just had a feeling, I'm like, this isn't going to happen.
I'm so worried about Mad Monster. Phoenix Comic Con, I care less about. Mad Monster needs to happen because Robert Englund is coming back here, and I have some things I need him to sign.
Is it in May or June?
It's June. It's the end of June.
So
I have something I need Robert Englund to sign. Definitely not this glove I'm pointing at, but I definitely have something I want him to sign.
Oh, yes. And also maybe a topic or two to just, like, throw at him.
Yeah. I might have something to discuss with him. It's a new nightmare. All right. So Ms. Marie is here saying, though, that's not exactly true. We have a 38-year-old police officer in the ICU. Fair enough. And Joust Mike also has a good point. Regardless of the age, you should be careful because you're related to an older person, an infant, or someone sick.
No,
you don't want them to catch it, especially from you. That's a very good point, Joust Mike.
We were so not trying to downplay in any
not at all.
Not whatsoever, man.
Not at all. Exciple says, not to mention the government wasn't funding the tests until a national emergency was finally declared. Yeah, we try and not get political on this channel at all, but
it's not
dude, things are not being handled well, I'll say. LaSalle Adkins is here. The Hunt is the best movie I've ever seen. Wow, you need to see more movies. It's a good one, but it's not the best ever. Tiger Man, sup, Tiger Man. I like your screen name. Susie chimes in again. It's government population control!
And all caps, too. So Susie is kind of stoking the coals of the fire a little
Joust Mike says, retro reviews, please. While we're focusing on our Patreon reviews, God, we have over 50 people watching. that coronavirus shit, I knew that was going to bring people in.
Of course.
It's crazy.
What is happening to the entertainment industry? Just to let everybody know.
It's crazy how much has been canceled.
The entertainment industry has basically pulled all of their main...
They shut down!
Stuff. Yeah. They shut down. They basically are shutting all film shoots, whether it's television, film, whatever the hell it may be, and even bigger and crazier.
I feel so bad for LaSalle Adkins. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to be in jail now by the time A Quiet Place 2 comes out. Whoa, that is such a serious comment. I don't mean to laugh at that, but wow. Woo! LaSalle, if that's the case, I am sorry, dude, because that is a rough... Oof. You're like, oh, I'm going to jail 2 weeks. I thought I could see A Quiet Place first. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I don't know how to react to that outside of uncomfortably laughing. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Well, look, if you're going in, I wish you the best of stays, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Examples. Sorry, go ahead, Fuego.
No, the thing that I was going to say, as far as like content and actual information goes and stuff like that, Hollywood is standing to lose over $20 billion
with a
dollars.
Yeah,
exactly. $20 billion. You know?
$billion.
Yeah, because of the fact that there are so many marketing campaigns in place, like all of the rollouts in different regions and stuff like that, they are screwed. And the biggest thing that people have been saying, not just here in the States, but across the globe, is, yes, the loss of life, just people being sick, everything is terrible, but the economic ramifications is so monumental in this regard. What do we do? Like, what is going to transpire? When do sports from the Premier League to the, all across Europe, soccer is being shut down, football as it's properly,
the NBA is shut down, the NHL is shut down.
Everything.
The MLB is shut down. WWE is still going strong.
Yeah, but then, exactly. The quote Teddy Holiday and stuff like that. Some people are stupid, man. But, I mean, there are going to be so many correlating aspects with, Italy, Italia. My heart goes out to Malito and so many friends of mine that I have over there because of the fact that they were already in an economic, borderline recession, if I'm not mistaken, and then all of this transpires, and they are one of the most ravaged countries in the world from this sickness, and it's crazy. Everything has felt like Bizarro World. I feel like I'm in an alternate dimension. It's more surreal than anything imaginable.
It's true.
There's no new movies and no sports being played.
It's worse than the Ebola outbreak, which is a trip to me because that was huge back in the day. But I don't think we were as connected social media wise when Outbreak came out. All about that, yeah. So continuing on with the comments, I got to catch up a little bit. Mikey Mnemonic says South Korea has been working on a vaccine since November and still aren't in the human trial phase. They're using the biggest viral lab in the world, and they're saying it could be another 8 to 12 months. That could be the case. China's saying sooner. I don't know, but we just have to play it by ear and be safe as safe as we can in the meantime. And honestly, let us take a moment to say, our T's and P's, our thoughts and prayers are with anyone that actually is suffering from it, and we wish you a speedy recovery.
Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson.
100%. Excyples, can't wait to hear y'all's take on The Outsider. The post-credit scene had my head scratching. Me too. I was a little surprised by that.
As somebody who has read the book, I've heard it diverts.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm very curious about another turn of the proverbial wheel. So.
Look at Larry Scruggs says those tiny cans of pineapple are the best. That's what I usually do for my mixers. Yeah, okay, 100%.
So small cans of Dole.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, I almost.
Those are the way to go.
I hesitated and almost bought you Dole.
It's all right, bro. It's all right.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, live and learn, bro. Excuse me. The Beast is also here. Forgive me. I got the hiccups. Go ahead, read.
Okay, so also affects anyone with weak immune systems, people. Yeah, and that's the thing. Autoimmune deficiency. Anybody with prior respiratory problems. If you've had, certain sorts of lung infections and stuff like that, that's where you are also majorly susceptible. The big thing that when we had this meeting at the hotel that I work at, which is a 4-star here in Phoenix and stuff, he was very frank. He's a French-Canadian man, the guy who now owns my hotel. And he was like, you're all going to get it eventually. We are just getting better at figuring out how to treat it. It's going to be here every flu season now. You know, that sort of thing. Like, it was one of those sorts of situations, but it was reassuring in the fact that less than 1% will actually, you know, find a fatal aspect in it. But you will, if in turn it, you know, gets you, I guess, it's just going to continue spreading. It's going to be like a new form of influenza, a new form of flu, and...
So
it's
let me say,
you know, I love movies, I love art, I love creativity, and it's tough talking.
Let me say, if you want to follow someone
You know?
that knows what they're talking about, I know he's a YouTuber, and I know that people have a lot of questions about YouTubers, but I highly recommend Dr. Mike's channel. Dr. Mike, search him on YouTube. He's done, I think, 5 or 6 videos on the coronavirus, and he is up to date on everything. He knocks down a lot of the bullshit going around about it. So I highly recommend watching Dr. Mike's video. His sort of catchphrase, as it were, if there were one, is stay alert, not anxious.
Yeah.
So it'll
affect every other aspect of your existence, guys.
If you let it, 100%, it will. So you got to be careful.
Stay
alert and aware,
Yeah.
but don't be scared about it. You know that it might be out there. Know that you have to tackle it, but you know, don't freak out like it's the end of the world, because it's not. Apparently, a friend of mine, Christina Mosier, a female bodybuilder who I've known for a long time, was scheduled to go to the Arnold Classic, which got canceled. She was in Flagstaff at a store, and there was literally a dude, unironically, in Walmart yelling, "It's end times! It's the end of the world!" And it's like, there's actually people that believe that. So you gotta not be those people. You gotta be smarter than that, you guys. You really do. Like, I know that it's kind of a meme now to make fun of the people that are hoarding toilet paper, but at the same time, a lot of them are genuinely concerned, and they just need to be informed rather than made fun of.
It's unfortunately my parents. My parents were like, yeah, we stockpiled bottled water and blah, blah, blah.
Lord.
And they said to me today at lunch, dude, they were like, do you have enough food to last you for 2 weeks if you need to quarantine yourself? And I was just like,
no,
I'm like, you're both retired.
I have Postmates.
And yet I got stuff from Postmates and Grubhub and all.
Yeah, I got all these emails.
They're just like, they're like, we are going to use the utmost care and consideration.
Yeah, they're like, they've literally started a no contact drop off policy where you don't have to actually interact with the people dropping off your food. They'll literally put it on your front step and call you and be like, okay, it's there. And you'd be like, okay, I'm going to get it. Whoop, and you just run out and grab it real quick. Like, this is what we wanted for a long time from these freaking delivery services. I don't want to have to deal with anyone. The coronavirus has just allowed us to get to the point of not freaking dealing with the delivery guys that we haven't wanted to deal with forever.
Hope we never turn back. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so
man,
I love it. We got a lot of people interested in this topic.
Yeah, it's affecting everybody.
It is. It makes sense. It makes sense. So dice rolling. There's no damn toilet paper here. Sorry. Exciple says when doesn't the media do back? That's true. So Jax the Ripper says, I agree with you, Jaime. The media made it worse.
No, Jax is a badass, man.
Yeah. No, I agree. Larry Scruggs, I agree, Fuego. I'm not downplaying it because it's serious, but the media is really making people panic more. Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. It's like, you can be informed. That's fine. It's important. But if there is hysteria that is unnecessary, I mean, you have to maintain your composure to some degree, and in these situations, like, the media doesn't assess that process of just being cool. You know, it's like, bitch, be cool, bitch, be cool.
Look, I'm just bummed that I'm not going to get to see A Quiet Place and Antlers for months now. Those were 2 of my 3 most anticipated for the goddamn year.
Yeah, man, we were supposed to see A Quiet Place tomorrow night. So,
literally tomorrow night, we were going to see this shit. I was so excited about it. Now,
the
movie's
streamed already. Like, they had their world premiere, and
I
saw like some of the tweets about it, just like with Mulan, which was
God damn it, that's so annoying.
People were saying Mulan was the best of the live action.
Of course, because they're ignoring the cartoon and doing something different for once,
which is fine. I mean,
it's totally fine. You don't need to see.
Different.
You don't need to see a live action dragon. Yeah.
You know.
Give us the actual
Murphy,
thing.
I love you, Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Zachary Haith gave me the horns for Jablinski because I mentioned Jablinski earlier. I love Jack Black's channel. It's so entertaining, I gotta say. So let's see. Okay, the Beast goes to show how fragile the economy is once the gears stop turning. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's kind of scary.
No, it's basically a well-oiled machine that doesn't have implements in place to compensate if everything doesn't continue going smoothly. It's crazy.
JP Lovecraft is here, says, media rarely reports stories of recovering. It's just infection and death counts. They sell fear and have a heightened chaos. Agree? Yeah, I mean, it's the old thing that ever since, what's that network? If it bleeds, it leads. It's that whole thing. Like, the news stories will always go with the goriest and bloodiest story, the worst, the full of death, because that's what scares people and that's what brings viewers in.
Network might be my favorite film of all time, especially after having shown it to Catherine recently. She had never seen it before.
See, I like Mad City. Mad City is a meditation on the things behind Network, but in a crazier way.
Dude, the scene where there is like the head TV honcho in Network who is like, there are no nations, there are no states, there is only Exxon and AT&T and blah, blah, blah. Like, that scene is so chillingly crazy. He's like, you have meddled with the primal forces of nature, and you will atone. He screams at Howard Beale, dude. He tears him a new asshole. It's crazy. I love Network more than you can understand. It's in some movie. Songs from my first band. So yeah. Anyway,
so
there we are, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, look at it. So Exciple says, if it bleeds, it reads. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there.
And Stephen King's book that's coming out in May. If it bleeds.
Oh, if it bleeds, there you go.
Holy crap!
Guaranteed, it's gonna fixate on that. Dice says, you know who benefits most from panic buying? Of course, everybody who's rich. Yeah, someone, I think it was Dave, that said he saw a meme where it was Smithers and Mr. Burns throwing money at each other, and it was like Johnson and Johnson for the what is the word for that term? It's hand sanitizer company versus toilet paper company, just throwing money at each other. Because they're making so much money right now as a result of this thing.
It's insane. I mean, if it's sold out on Amazon, it's like literally sold out in the world.
Crazy.
Oh, Maurice.
Yeah,
dude,
Maurice the Beast with a super chat, $2. Even the stations are out of TP. Wow, even gas stations, he says. Oh, okay.
That's nuts. Maurice, I'm glad you liked The Hunt, man. I had a ton of fun with The Hunt. It was a nice breath of fresh air.
Mikey Mnemonic says he loved Freaks. Yeah, we loved it too, so we'll be reviewing. Why didn't we review that tonight?
Well, because Robert wanted
Robert wants to do it then.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. That's also why we didn't do Castlevania Season 2.
Yeah. Oh, is he going to do that too? Okay. Wolf Bretsky says, what do you think if they canceled Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights and other haunts? Look, Universal Studios is closed.
I was actually going to ask you, because I know Disneyland closed all their stuff. Did
Universal is closed?
Did all of the other proverbial parks close?
Universal did.
See it as headlines,
I got an email from Universal saying they were going to close, but Halloween Horror Nights isn't until August. I'm guaranteeing that they're going to be... No, but he is.
Yeah.
No, I think, Wolf, that Halloween Horror Nights should be okay. Look, I'm choosing to remain optimistic. I'm choosing to think that they're going to be able to bring everything back. Look, I'm trying to film Dylan's New Nightmare at the end of May, guys.
And
I had Freddie...
about travel.
I had Freddie himself. I had Dave McCrae ask, hey, what's the deal with DNN? Are we still planning to do it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still planning on it. It's 2.5 months away. I'm hoping this shit figures itself out, because if not, we're going to lose a lot of that Indiegogo money on things that we have nailed down that we might not be able to use just out of safety. So I 100% hope it's figured out by that time, because I want to film my movie. Anyway, so Ms. Marie, all the kids are loving the media, or what the media did. Spring break for a month, and most universities here in Texas only online classes the rest of the semester. Wow.
Yeah. The one thing that I have heard.
Wow.
And dude, just to clarify, I'm not sure if everybody has heard about this, but all classes in most of the major university kind of conferences and stuff like that, whether it's ACC, Pac-12, whatever, they're all switching to solely online classes for the rest of the spring semester, which is nuts. They are canceling all spring sports. So if you're lacrosse, baseball, softball, whatever the hell
students
it may be,
must be loving
everything
this, though.
Seniors, not so much.
That's
seniors,
true. Ones that actually want to learn.
Seniors are like, this was my last time to prove myself to see if I can get to a higher level.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not going to have that opportunity. That kind of sucks. They're talking about additional eligibility, almost like a red shirt sort of situation where you can play an additional year. But at that point, you're segueing into your career. What is... It's so messed up, man. I mean, this is just life rolling with the punches and trying to figure itself out. It's nuts to me.
We're a little behind on these comments, so I'm going to try and rush to catch up. Mwets23 says, how do you guys feel about Mad Monster relocating? Relocating is good as long as Mad Monster happens.
Yeah, if it does.
The hotel that they were at last year was doing a bunch of construction. They're probably still not going to be done even by this year. So it makes total sense that they move, although it's going to be much farther from me than the last one has been for the last few years. So that's going to suck.
Which for me, it's a lot closer to me. You know?
It's
so
good
it's
for Fuego, bad for Cecil.
Yeah, it's a different thing. But I mean, the first couple years at that spot were cool. It was last year specifically where they were doing the construction that everything was just difficult. So,
Lost Boys Bayou's $2 super chat saying, people were mad Robert charges $50 an autograph. Lost Boy, I don't know what you're talking about. I paid $100 for my Robert Englund autograph, and it's $100 for an autograph and $130 for the photo op.
Yeah.
So, dude, Robert Englund is not cheap. Yeah, he really is, but I don't know where you got $50 from, because, dude, he charges $100, like twice what you're thinking. Whew, it is rough.
I mean,
but I'm gonna pay for him to sign that glove, and maybe two of them. Yeah. And maybe a poster too. So I might be throwing $300 in his coffer here pretty soon, just so I have stuff to give away to the fans.
Yeah, if it's a lower price in a particular market, I mean, hey, that's
yeah, dude. If it's the Midwest and you only get charged $50, awesome for you.
Yeah, I know.
It's $100
where I'm at. Man.
Ms. Marie says, awesome, oh good, I tried. So she's happy that her request went well. The Beast, fast forward 100 years. Gather around, children. Let me tell you of the great toilet paper shortage. Yes. Mm-hmm. Wolf Bretsky, what about the new Saw movie? So I did a trailer reaction for it. I'm really excited, but Fuego didn't get to give his thoughts on it. So why don't you go ahead, Fuego? What do you think of Spiral?
I'm very curious about more of a cop-centric approach. I think that is really cool because even though I've only watched the first maybe 3 Saw films and stuff, it's always been focused specifically upon the victims, I would imagine, as opposed to trying to bring in that sort of people who are trying to avert any sort of death or, looking at the remnants afterwards and whatnot. And the fact that, Chris Rock had this pitch, he pitched this to the Saw people, and they were just like, okay, let's get some people on it and script it out and everything. I'm totally down, man. Even though I don't know, it almost seems like it could be something that functions on its own as opposed to needing that prior sort of mythology.
I think it's meant to, yeah.
Yeah, which is really encouraging and refreshing for me because I know you told me that Jigsaw connected with all those seven other films, and that's just so much to burden myself with a rewatch for. Mm-hmm. If this is its own thing, man, I'm super down. So, yeah.
Anibal says, my country, Chile, was already a mess before the virus. The coronavirus is just the cherry on top. Ooh, I can imagine. Damn. Sorry about that, Hannibal. Filthy Dan, the whole COVID-19 experience will be an interesting story for us to tell our grandchildren in the decades to come. I agree. In the same way that 9/11 is. It's going to be something that everyone experienced and will have a story about somehow. Jax the Ripper, if WWE didn't stop for the Owen Hart death, they're not going to stop for a virus. That's
true. She is
true.
So right about that because, dude, he fell as the Blue Blazer, Jax, as you obviously remember. They kept it on.
They finished that special.
They did the Buried Alive match with Stone Cold and Undertaker. They still did it even after he died. My God, Vince has even said, we're not canceling WrestleMania. It's not happening, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. Could pressure eventually prevail? I'm curious, I guess. But
Mwetz says, I also work at a hotel here in Phoenix, and they still got me serving breakfast. Yeah. Fuego's serving too for the time being while he can.
Serving and event stuff. We still set up for our gin and jazz burlesque event on Saturday when I was there. So,
I just got Mikey. So Mikey sent over a 199-pound super chat that said, he says, beep whoop, beep boop, Dr. Mike fan here too, but I think you mean pee whoop is what you mean, because he goes, pee whoop! So that's the Dr. Mike thing, but I love that you went for it, Mikey. That's hilarious, and you just called me out because, man, I am big fan of Dr. Mike. Zachary says, "Stay calm and watch Dr. Pimple Popper." I can't.
I saw that.
I can't watch Dr. Pimple Popper.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
It's the lady that just pops zits and like big ass, like she'll cut in and like pull out chunks of fat from people, like. Gets rid of all these things.
It's so gross. I have seen this trending thing.
Can I just say?
Whoa.
Seriously.
Who are you?
Coming on screen.
Who are you? Who are you?
Well, I mean, I think you know me. You tell me you know me. But anyway, she is literally an internet phenomenon. She has taken the internet world by storm. She has made people feel better about like whatever weird fascinations they have with like picking up.
I saw her remove horns from a lady, like literally cut out and shave down and literally pull horns off of them to fix them.
But I'm just saying, like,
it's just really gross to watch.
If you're not paying attention to Pimple Popper, you have no idea what's going on in the internet, and so. Yeah.
It's a big thing, yes.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
So I apparently don't know what's going on in the internet according to what
it's okay.
Some things on the internet don't need to be paid attention to.
It's not my thing, man.
If you have like 8,000 other things that need to be paid attention to.
Sure.
I have like certain sectors of the internet that like captivate me. Anyway.
All right, so moving on here. The only thing to fear is fear itself, says the coronavirus, says the beast. I don't know about that. Skulder says ELO. Or LO with a mask on the face. I can't believe there's already a mask on the face emoji.
Of course there is.
Of course there is indeed. Oh, we just got a new super chat. We'll get to it in just a second. Zachary 8th, I wonder if that crazy lady that screams at people in Walmart is out and about. Maybe. Brinsley says, hey guys. Michael says, I thought you were going to see Sonic. Christine's Custom Cars. Where's that at? It's nowhere. This is just a really fun shirt. We did see Sonic. We both really enjoyed Sonic.
And I reviewed it for Infuegotainment, so there you go.
And he didn't ask me to review it with him, so I didn't review it anywhere. But I enjoyed the movie, nonetheless. So, let's see. Brinsley, I just saw you guys on the In Search of Darkness fan trailer. Really? We're on that?
I don't even remember what that movie was.
No, that's the documentary, the definitive 80s documentary. That's like
the
4 hours long.
Donated.
I didn't know we were in the fan trailer. That's cool.
Wow.
Thanks for letting me know, Brinsley.
Right,
no, I have that over there. I'm planning to watch it by next week so I can hand it off to Robert so we can review it. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. We also need to.
Is that one out now?
Yeah, I finally got the Blu-ray, but it's not available on VOD because it was backers only. So I have the Blu-ray. It's a 4-hour documentary.
Wow.
I backed it, baby. That's why you got to back these things.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Back it, baby.
Back it up. Papa Hades, a lot of people said zombie apocalypse is coming. Like, come on, it's not true. It's all fake. There's no such thing as zombies. Yeah, that's true. I mean, some people are just being over the top and mimetic with all the memes. ND David 9. Hey guys, hope you're doing good. You seen The Apostle, the Netflix horror film? Fuego has, I have not. You reviewed it, right?
Yeah, I did.
We have that review on the channel.
Yeah, I dug it. It's a little long in the tooth. If you're a fan of what is the FX series that he did, man? He placed. Oh goodness. Why is my mind rotting?
It's a cult movie. It's a movie about a cult.
It's a cult movie, but he is more so known for like more so than
I don't remember who did it, but
okay, he's on that FX show where he's Xavier's son.
Oh, where he not New Mutants. Oh God, I didn't actually watch that one.
Oh man, everybody's been talking the hell out of it.
I have it in my queue. It's with not Amber Heard.
Oh, dude, it has Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza, the other A. Yeah.
Love Aubrey
Nonetheless,
Plaza.
all right.
Jermaine Clement, Legion.
Legion, that's the one.
Yeah, so he's from Legion. It's not as good as some other religious themed horror, films
it's
that have
terrible.
been done. But no, it's good.
No, it's bad. It's terrible.
It's like good. It's grisly at times, but it's
really
a little
bad.
long
It's
in the
not
tooth.
grisly,
It should not have been 2.5 hours.
It's really boring. MOU Records. It's banter, Fuego. It's banter. New music alert. Coronavirus mixtape. Sure. 600. Do you read manga? We've read some. I have Death Note over there, but I really watch more. I watch more anime than reading manga.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to it. Reading backwards is weird, though, having been a comic fan my whole life.
Yeah, I love Berserk. Akira manga is really, really good.
Zachary.
But Ghost in the Shell, I'm just one of those, like, American persons who has, like, sought out manga that is very, like, already in my consciousness, unfortunately.
Zachary Haith, here's a hack. Take your empty TP roll, go to McDonald's, and make a new one for free. Fair enough. Now that's gaming. You're making a movie. Yes, we're making Dylan's New Nightmare, which is a Freddy fan film that is a sequel to Wes Craven's New Nightmare, starring Miko Hughes returning to the role of Dylan Porter. There's information about that. If you Google it, you'll find all the information. Dice rolling. All the libraries in my county are closed until further notice. That's the first time I've ever heard the libraries around here closing for an extended period of time.
No, this is unprecedented territory that we are in, guys. I mean, when I'm talking to my parents about it and they have never seen things like this transpiring, yeah, we are boldly going where no one has gone before. So there you are.
There's a little bit of Fast Furious talk here with Han hid under a dumpster like Glenn in The Walking Dead. So Han was just hiding for a few movies. And Jason Statham pulled a Wile E. Coyote. So, yeah, that's a little bit of fast talk. The Beast Jigsaw has like 40 apprentices, or 20 apprentices. Yeah, I agree. Cecil, have you bought any new vinyl scores? Well, I am saving this for a haul video, but I will show you that I did indeed get this vinyl, B-Side Records. I'm a fan of B-Side Records. They feature a lot of cool music, but this is the Scream Queen My Nightmare on Elm Street vinyl. We really liked the music in the movie. We even mention it, but the vinyl comes with this really cool art print, which is Freddy in a crown. You know, that's really neat. Or Freddy's claw in a crown. And then the actual vinyl itself is really cool because it's a beautiful pink vinyl with the claws on one side and the Scream Queen logo on one side. So, yes! There is a new vinyl for me to unveil, and I've just unveiled it, but I'm going to still do it as a part of the haul because I have other Blu-rays and such to show you guys as well. But there you go, B-Side. That we do have that. Michael M., you've only seen 3 Saws? No, I don't know about Fuego.
No, that's me.
Fuego's only seen 3, but we've reviewed all 8 of them on the channel. Yeah. We did the 8 Days of Salloween a couple of years ago, so we did 8.
That was when Jigsaw came out.
It was when Jigsaw came out, and I did it with someone that's no longer on the channel, so if you want to go watch those, you certainly can.
They are there.
The pimple popper crap makes me vomit. That's real horror right there. I agree.
It's disgusting, and the fact that there is like this whole subculture. I was talking with this girl at the hotel that I work at, and she was on her break when I was like going around one day, and she was watching pimple popping videos on her break. Ugh. Because it's a thing.
It is. It's a thing.
I can't even fathom. Anyway.
So Jax the Ripper says Vince doesn't give in to pressure. There's a lot of political stuff he got in trouble for knowing he shouldn't have done it. Vince just listens to himself and not the team. I'm guessing that's
that's Vince McMahon. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. No chance. That's what you got.
Whatever. He's so old at this point. Lost Boys Bayou with a $5 super chat. After Eddie Guerrero died, I forgot he died. I used to watch him.
Dude, he like OD'd in his hotel
Dude, I watched him in the WCW. Holy shit.
Yeah, and he migrated over to WWE /WWE.
A week later, they had Randy Orton tell Rey Mysterio, Eddie's not in heaven, he's in hell. A week later? Holy shit. WWE don't give a shit. Wow.
Hell in a Cell. No, that's right. Russo wasn't there at that particular time.
Damn, so, that's aggressive. Jax the Ripper, I used to know a producer that worked for WWE. That's cool. Rubber Soul Ghost, my favorite band at the moment. We were listening to some Ghost before we actually recorded.
When Catherine ran on briefly. Okay.
Brinsley, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to post links, but you guys are in this trailer. Yeah, it won't show the link, but... guys, seek out the In Search of Darkness fan trailer. Apparently we're in that. I'm going to have to look at that afterwards. Maurice, I'm upset that Kill Switch Engage and Rage Against the Machine got postponed. Yeah, well, it's not surprising.
No, Rage got postponed. I mean, Maurice knows. I mean, Pearl Jam, various others, Third Eye Blind, Local Age, shit, man.
Joe Malia, do you guys still watch Supernatural? Marcia and I do. And Fuego, we are planning to, well, we were for Phoenix Comic-Con, we were planning to have one final Supernatural, super duper Supernatural panel covering the final season. So Marcia and I are keeping up on it. Fuego is about 2 or 3 seasons behind, but yes, we will be doing a review on the final season down the line. So yes, we will be finishing up Supernatural because we've been covering it for so long, we might as well. Zachary Haith, libraries still exist? I love it.
Yeah.
Maurice the Beast, where do I audition to be an extra? Well, we don't really have spots for the extra in the movie for this one, but stay tuned, Maurice. We have more parts coming. Dice, well, here at least the librarians in most of the country's libraries know me by name. Oh, wow. Oh, counties libraries. All right, Dice, you're a big library person. That's cool. B-Side, that's sweet. I just watched your Box of Souls unboxing. Looking forward to the next haul. Thank you, B-Side. Yeah, I appreciate all of your awesome wax content you're putting up there. By the way, we need to review Dead Wax that's on Shudder. That short-lived, it was like 15-minute episodes that was about a haunted vinyl that was going around and killing people.
Oh, God. I heard like a brief bit about this, but yeah,
we did a trailer reaction to it once upon a time, so we need to watch that. It's on Shudder.
Totally spiced.
The Beast, 2019 sucked. 2020 can't get any worse, right? Yep. That's a good quote.
That's been the big thing is that everyone's like, "Oh, this new decade is terrible." Like we're in, bizarre world, the end times, whatever you may specify. So
Dice says I have the second worst injury on library property here. Apparently, how do you?
I can only rember.
Dice, what did you fall down the stairs? Good Lord, Dice, you're hilarious. I really do enjoy you. 600, you guys got me into the Lock and Key comics so far on volume 5. Bam! Success. That was our point, man.
Success.
The Lock and Key comic is so bar none above and beyond the actual show. The show is good, but the comic is just so much better. It's such a shame that no one or not that many people are giving it a try. I love that so many people are giving it a try because, my God, it's such a great comic. And I can't wait for them to cross over with Sandman down the line. So we're going to be doing that.
Read the Sandman comics to get properly acquainted.
Brinsley, fan reaction promo, In Search of Darkness is the name of the trailer. Thank you, Brinsley. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, everyone search that so you can see us in there. Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul, by the way, who did the artwork, which is hidden back there. It's behind Audrey, too, but he did our Pennywise back there. You can see it sometimes when Audrey's moved over. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, it's been a while, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, him and I shed significant tears when the Dark Tower television series for Amazon was canceled. It was
Rob's doing his best, man. He's a hard-working dude, working where he's been working for so long and kicking ass for his family, and I know it's a tough time for him right now, so... T's and P's for you too, man.
No, we love you, man.
Stay strong. If you need anything from us, you let us know. Excyples, do either of you have a favorite horror film? I know that's splitting hairs, but curious nonetheless. Favorite horror film is really hard. Like, let's just rattle off like a top 3 or 5 real quick.
Impossible.
We'll just rattle off a top 5. Just the first 3 that come to my mind. I'm gonna say Jaws, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and Cabin in the Woods.
Wow, doing something newer. Okay. I have constantly contended Aliens, the second Aliens film, although that is more sci-fi action, than full-on horror. The Blob by Chuck Russell.
Oh, The Thing! I forgot The Thing! The Thing's my favorite horror movie of all time, so fun.
Yeah. The Blob is one that I think people often disregard because they love The Fly and they love The Thing. The Blob is so gory and so gross and grotesque, and it's supremely underrated. Man, if I was gonna go something else, maybe Phantasm 2. Yeah.
It's such a disappointment. Let's see. Did you check out the fake Netflix trailer for Elm Street? So here's the thing with that. I did not, cannot, and will not check it out. Because, guys, at this point, since I'm making Freddy content, I can't read Freddy scripts. I had someone reach out asking me to read their Freddy script, their fan film script. I legitimately can't do it. I can't watch other Freddy fan content anymore because since I'm actually making stuff, if I do, I'm putting myself in a position to be sued for stealing ideas. where literally someone can be like, oh, you did something that's similar to what I did that I know you read because I asked you to and you said you would, so I'm going to sue you for that. I'm not putting myself in that position, so no, I can't watch the old Fred stuff where the guy played Fred Krueger. I've never watched any of those. The only ones I've watched are Dominic Smith's Return to Elm Street. We did that on the channel, so I watched those trailers, but yeah, anything else I can't watch anymore. I can't watch other Nightmare on Elm Street fan film stuff at all because people might accuse me of stealing at this point. So yeah, it sucks.
Okay,
but
I have to
I can watch it, but I don't want to because I don't want to accidentally steal anything.
No, and that makes complete sense. And cover your bases, man. Safe than sorry. Zachary Haith was like, the Blob isn't underrated as you think, Fuego.
He loves it.
Okay, maybe.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's not underrated.
No, people do love it,
but it still is.
You think underappreciated?
Maybe that's a good way of putting it. But as far as The Fly and The Thing goes, it's always been the third tier.
It is the redheaded stepchild of those
80s remakes, which I think all three are amazing. Do not get me wrong. The Thing, The Fly, and The Blob, all remakes of 50s properties, if I'm not mistaken. They're all
three of the best horror movies ever.
They're all tremendous and gross with their practical. It's predominantly practical in all of those movies. I just personally think The Blob is the one that is shunned in comparison because everybody talks about The Thing primarily, The Fly secondarily, and then The Blob. So, Zachary, that was the point that I was trying to make, is that, it just needs to be seen by more people. It's gross practical, and it's unapologetic about certain people it kills, which I really appreciate, I guess.
So Papa Hades says, new Wrong Turn movie is done filming. Are you guys excited or not really? Yeah. I'm excited because I like the Wrong Turn movies. It's gotten a bit long in the tooth. The 6th one was a little bit much. Now this is the 7th one. So I'm ready for them to reboot it or something because there's no reason why these same hicks keep surviving movie after movie after movie. It's really just silly at this point.
It feels to me like what they did with the Children of the Corn franchise in a lot of ways,
running it into the ground.
Where they were just like, oh, let's just keep doing them. We have a very stereotypical, like, rednecky kind of situation with these characters, and they're bloodthirsty and whatever. Everybody has told me though that the second one, that is what's his name's buddy that he did the show with? I can't remember. Dude who directed Mayhem. It's eluding me.
Okay.
Yeah. In any event, whatever.
So the Beast says only decent Wrong Turn movie was the first one. Stay safe and eat a vitamin, says Travis Miller.
Sure.
Dice says, actually, long story short, during a tag game after hours, I was finally able to catch someone and pulled a quick turn to avoid being caught myself. I tripped over my own shoe and face planted on thinly carpeted concrete. My glasses fly off and everything. I didn't realize I had a gash above my eyebrow until a while later. I freaked the librarians out quite a bit, but I was fine. No concussion or scar or anything. I was rather upset I didn't get a scar out of that. Fair enough, Dice. I appreciate the story. The Beast says, ignoring the scumbag factor, the first Jeepers Creepers is a favorite of mine. And Dice agrees. I rather like Jeepers Creepers also. I like both of the first two movies. The director is a complete scumbag, douchebag, tool, criminal motherfucker. But the movies are still good. The third movie was just god-awful, terrible, not worth anyone's time, effort, or money. But the first two are amazing.
I will always remember the slow motion.
So bad.
It was awful.
So bad. Yeah. But 1 and 2 are legitimately good horror movies.
Yeah, I in some ways like 2 better for trying to do the aliens, like Terminator 2 factor, and like higher body count, bigger things going on with all the kids on the bus and everything.
Yeah, 2 contributed to one of the best horror haunted house experiences I've ever had. A local one of the ones they did, because we're in Arizona, there's a lot of corn mazes out there, and one of the ones did a haunted attraction that was through the corn maze, and the Jeepers Creepers bus was a part of it, where you had to climb in the front and you couldn't go around it. You had to go through the bus while there was a creeper up on the top reaching down through the hole in the bus at you. So it contributed to one of the best haunted house experiences I've ever had. But yeah, no, I like those first 2 movies. Victor Salva be damned. Let's see. Examples. I need to give The Thing a rewatch. I saw The Blob as a kid. Definitely shouldn't have watched it at that age. Yeah, no, The Thing is better in my opinion, but we actually have The Blob is one that we're going to do a live commentary for on the channel in the near future.
Yep, it was a Patreon request, and so thankfully I can walk like my best friends on the channel through this film and why I love so many different beats in it. So, yeah.
Let's see. Rubber Soul says, watch The Lighthouse yesterday. Gonna need a rewatch. Wow. Or whoa.
That's the way we felt.
Yep. Yep. It's good for certain reasons, bad for others. That's the long and short of it. Dice, well, I may not have an award, but I do have a notorious reputation with librarians. That's fair, Dice. That works.
Yeah.
And didn't Wrong Turn 6 get banned or sued or something for using real people's flyers on screen? I don't know. Never heard of that, Mikey. Flyers, real peepers, flyers. I don't know what that means. Like flyers on a post or something? That's stupid. Corey Novak with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Corey.
Hey, man, what's up?
Good to see you, buddy. Insanely well acted, but wow, many secretions. It's a moist one. I don't know what you're referring to. Rico DeBrat says Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, but 3 they could have saved. That ish. Yeah, I agree. Tony T, what about a reboot of The Langoliers? I would be 100% on board for that. I loved The Langoliers growing up. The effects are just pure dog shit now, but the story is solid.
They're so dated. I mean, falling asleep on a plane and being the only people who are there.
It's a cool idea.
It's a very cool idea. And 4 Past Midnight, one of the Stephen King's very solid 4-piece novella releases and stuff. I mean, you had the guy from Perfect Strangers on there. You had a decent performance from the younger girl who was blind and stuff, but as a whole, it was really the effects that bogged down further just viewing of this. But yeah, ripe for and as I saw, is it Rob? Yes, exactly. Rob is like Langoliers done by Flanagan. Amen.
Anything done by Flanagan.
If you have Flanagan or Darabont doing Stephen King adaptations, I am completely confident, and everything in my estimation will turn out just fine and be awesome.
Continuing on here, have y'all seen the movie Serpent in the Rainbow by Rico DeBrat? Yes, The Serpent in the Rainbow is one of the earliest movies that I had no expectations for. I put it on, I rented it from Blockbuster, and I put it on.
Bill Pullman, right?
Yeah, Bill Pullman, even though it was old, it scared the crap out of me because it was a buried alive situation. Yeah. And like you get dusted by this tribe, and then you get buried alive, and it's just so horrifying. Serpent in the Rainbow. It's time for a Serpent in the Rainbow remake, I think, at this point.
I could be down for that, too. That was was it Carpenter? Craven? Or
Craven. Yeah,
Craven.
It's one of Craven's earliest. Yeah. Let's see. What's the scene in the first Jeepers Creepers where they drive by and see him dumping the sheet-wrapped body down the tunnel will stay with me forever. That's a great scene. Great scene. Yeah. Zachary, is there a franchise you think could benefit from the Halloween 2018 reboot? I think any of the slashers will benefit from this trilogy because it's going to.
Candyman is about
Halloween
to do it.
Kills is going to be crazy popular. Candyman, well, we'll see.
They were about to do it though. They're about to
because we don't want it to be Jacob's Ladder, right? It could be a situation like that. Halloween 2018 is a very specific success.
To like continuation, and Candyman is supposed to be a like sequel / continuation.
True.
So they're doing what we thought we were going to have in the Aliens franchise with. Dude who did District 9 worked. I
think Jason, Freddy, any of the big slashers can benefit from Halloween 2018. Honestly. So the new Candyman, what do y'all think? It's going to be good or not? Yeah, we did a trailer, I did a trailer reaction for it. You didn't get to talk about that, so yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it looks very intriguing. I don't really remember Farewell to the Flesh, the one in New Orleans, or the third one that they did as well with Tony Todd, but I'm glad he's going to be in there to kind of shoehorn and pass along the torch to some degree, as we were all anticipating from what we were seeing from the casting and from the trailer and stuff like that. I'm actually thinking dude who was Manta in Aquaman is going to be like one of those saved kids from the first one.
Well, he's supposed to be the baby that Helen saves. Yeah,
exactly. The Virginia Madsen, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm actually very down with this idea. The fact that Monkey Paw is producing, the fact that Jordan Peele co-wrote the script, and I hate to say it, but now I can appreciate a Destiny's Child song because Say My Name was so just awesomely used in the trailer.
You saw me go from not happy to being okay with it in the trailer. I was like, this seems so stupid. And then I'm like, say my name. I was like, oh, like, that actually makes sense. Just say my name, say my name. She's repeating it over and over again. Say my name, say my name.
Yeah.
It actually is a really smart use of the song.
It was brilliant, in fact.
It's really smart.
It was very much
I hate that it's as smart as it was, but it was smart.
Same. But it was just very awesome in the fact that it was like, okay, I never thought I Got 5 on It was going to be a creepy song to me, but
that
now
beat,
Say My Name is in the same territory. So props to Peele, his team, and everybody working on that movie. I'm very excited for it.
Agreed. Maurice the Beast, would you guys be up for Human Centipede 4? No, I hate that series. It just it's gotten worse and worse with every installment. No, it's done. I'm not even excited about the Onania Club. The guy that's made Human Centipede is making a movie about housewives getting together for a masturbation club.
Oh, that's right. We did the trailer reaction.
We did the trailer reaction for it, and I'm not, I mean, I'll watch it, but I don't care. It's blah, blah, blah.
There's just some stuff I don't find entertaining, and so why would I watch it as opposed to making it like I don't know, trial of sorts, whatever.
That new Halloween movie with Michael Myers was horrible, says Rico DeBrat. A lot of people thought so, but more people thought it was good. So about $200 million worth of people thought it was good. So that's why you're getting 2 more.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but it was.
I didn't love it, but it was entertaining. It was better than a lot of that. It was better than all but one of the Halloween sequels, in my opinion. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I love that tracking shot, man.
Everyone loves that. Yeah, they showed it in the trailer though. It's such a bummer. I know, but it's such a bummer they showed so much of it.
Secretive in your opinion?
Yeah, agreed. If they had done that in the movie without showing it, it would have been masterful, but they showed it. Papa Hades, it'd be cool Jeepers Creepers movies in the 80s and 90s like all slasher movies. I don't think that necessarily matters. The story of Jeepers Creepers works kind of in any time where someone's driving by and sees some crazy shit and it's like, damn, we shouldn't just let that go. We should investigate that and gets caught up in it. That's smart. Let's see. Examples, Cecil, since you like The Thing, thoughts on The Thing 2011? Well, we actually have done almost a complete amount of Thing coverage. We reviewed the original movie. We did a commentary of the original movie. We did a commentary and review of 2011. And we did a review of all comic books having to do with The Thing. I think there were like 5 episodes of Thing comic book reviews. And we still have to review the very original movie and the very original story. So there's still 2 more Thing reviews coming, but we reviewed, if you haven't seen it, we reviewed those on the channel. So if you want my thoughts, go watch those reviews. You'll get my thoughts in full.
Indeed.
Along with Fuego's.
Yes, I have some thoughts.
Yeah, indeed. So it's going to be based on the baby that Helen saved. And did Helen die or no in Candyman? They're saying that Helen's character is alive. Some people are saying that Helen is the old woman in the church in the trailer.
And there's another thing where they say on IMDb right now and on Wikipedia where Virginia Madsen's character Helen is like reincarnated with another character in this film. Lame. So I don't. We don't know, man. We're
we only know what the trailer shows.
Yeah, so we're officially going to find out when we actually watch. But her character is supposed to have a presence in the story, whether it's flashbacks or whatever. So.
We forgot about this. Mikey Mnemonic says, I can't wait for Psycho Gorman.
Psycho Gorman!
Yeah, so Fuego told me last time we got together, he's like, you need to watch this trailer, because I watched it, and it wasn't on my list for trailer reactions. We still didn't react to it today, but I did look at the trailer. It does look fun. It looks like crazy fun.
The fact that they're like PG... rated R.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's actually rated R. Yeah, that's fun.
So funny, man. Yeah, and the fact that he's like playing music with them and everything, and I don't know. Mikey, you were so right on that one. The Void, I thought The Void was okay, but this just is more of like a feeling of whimsy and awesomeness that I can't wait to check this out. It was supposed to debut at South by Southwest, but apparently...
We all know what happened there.
Yeah, everything at South by Southwest is apparently still going to be given the critics digitally in screeners, and they're going to have their chance to write.
I hope the same thing happens for Phoenix Film Festival, but I doubt it.
Nice. No, with smaller scale like that.
Staff ZX. Hey guys, it's been a while. What's up, Staff? Good to see you again.
Woo.
And The Beast says 30 Days of Night is still one of the best vampire movies ever, in my opinion. I agree. It's one of the. It's
my 10.
It's got the best overhead shot of so many movies.
All the
same as Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, it's that overhead shot is really amazing. Disciples, great. I'll give them a watch. Love the channel. Thank you very much. Zachary Haith, will New Mutants see the light of day? Dude, this movie is cursed.
This movie is...
It gets pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
Time. Talk about a film that cannot catch a break. And Josh Boone was even just like, no, we never even did reshoots. It's just been the fact that there was the, delays and then the sale of Fox to Disney and all this other stuff. Like, tears, man. I have wanted to watch this movie for so long, and Josh Boone is the one who was behind The Stand, and if that even comes out this year for CBS All Access, I think they might distance themselves from the current crisis and stuff. That's what I'm theorizing, despite all the star talent.
Jax the Ripper says, I just looked up Onania Club. I'll probably watch it just for giggles. Yeah, I think that's the most you can watch it for at this point.
You will crack up, dude, at just the silliness of the premise of anything.
6 Under says, should I start reading Sandman Volume 1? I know nothing about it. Yes, if you've never read it, Sandman Volume 1, that first trade and the second trade, actually, it's
Preludes and Nocturnes.
Preludes and Nocturnes is the first volume. Yeah. The whole series is worthwhile, but especially if you like Lock and Key, you're going to want to read like the first 5 volumes, because one of the volumes is all about Satan vacating hell and giving the key to Dream, Sandman, to decide who gets it. So I think that's the crossover with Lock and Key. It's who gets to run hell. So I have a feeling the key that they've been advertising for that crossover looks like it could very much be the key to hell. So yes, if you like Lock and Key and you want to be up on it when the Lock and Key Sandman crossover happens this year, I definitely recommend it. We are going to be doing a read through of both Sandman and American Vampire this year. So look forward to a lot of comics reviews coming from us. But yeah, it's really cool. Maurice the Beast, my sister, says hi. Hi, Maurice's sister. Hi.
Even if nobody watches the comic reviews. I'm sorry.
Not that many people. Over 100 now on the regular, so that's nice.
Yeah. No, we still love doing them. So.
30 Days is my favorite vamp movie, just for the brutality of the vampires, says Mikey. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's always been Dusk Till Dawn for me, but 30 Days is up there. Lost Boys is up there. Near Dark is up there. So
Blade is up there, and
Blade is great.
actually the Ethan Hawke one, Daybreakers.
Same Neil too.
Oh yeah, Daybreakers is one of the best vampire movies out there
because it envisions a scenario of if vampires had actually had their end
and the deaths
of taking over
they
the
don't
world.
just get dusted, it's gore and dust.
Yeah,
like they went for all of it. I loved it. Love that movie.
Yeah, and dude, I would really be curious about your thoughts on Bliss, the one on Shudder that me and Robert watched, because the character's not that likable, but it is a very
someone said it's very gory.
It becomes gory, and it's a very distinctively different stay tuned for our review of Bliss, which streams exclusively on Shudder.
We recorded like 12 reviews today. It's crazy.
It was exhaustive. So, but we're still talking because we love all of you.
Yep, and we wanted to touch on this stuff. So, The Beast, 30 Days of Night made vampires scaries again, which was needed after the Twilight nonsense. Correct.
Agreed.
Queen of Child Molesters. Oh. Wow. They need to make a new Silence of the Lambs. They're making a show called Clarice.
Yeah, it's a continuation.
It's not going to be on NBC. It's going to be on CBS. So NBC is who did Hannibal. So I know NBC is okay with the super gore, but I don't know how CBS is going to be. So we'll see. But yes, Clarice is coming to CBS, which is meant to be a sequel to Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Larry Scruggs, I think Outbreak came out during Ebola crisis in Africa, so there may be some hope for The Stand. That's true. I don't think The Stand is going to get canceled. I think
no. It is still not going to get canceled. Not with like the extent of the star power, especially with Skarsgård from True Blood and stuff. Bill's brother. There's too many big names within this. It just I fear delay, just like with everything else that Hollywood has been kind of doing currently. So.
Yeah, listen, Queen, it's a weird name. I appreciate that you're being active in the chat, but it's a weird name to address, so I'm probably going to just skip over the comments. I apologize, but it's the name. You don't really want to keep referring to child molester, sorry. Papa Hades, what's your guys' favorite horror remakes movies, and what's the most disappointed remakes ever? I mean, we've talked about, we did a whole, I tell you what, let me direct you to our panel that we did entirely about horror remakes last year, I believe, at Phoenix Comic-Con. It's an entire hour-long discussion all about good and bad horror remakes, and we cap it off with horror movies we think should be remade. So I recommend searching the horror remakes panel. Just Google or YouTube horror remakes the horror show, and you should be able to see that.
Yeah, just to like chime in though, I mean, The Thing, The Fly, The Blob, as we talked about earlier, those were all remakes. So, and some of the best ever. Dawn of the Dead, I guess, for me, the Zack Snyder. So.
Johnny G, laugh my ass off. Not sure what you're talking about, but okay. I'm glad we're laughing. I can imagine your Bliss review. Great gore, but boring, says Zachary. I don't know if they felt that way or not. I didn't listen to the reviews.
Robert really liked it. I was a little bit more ho-hum on it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Good score.
Staff ZX, just out of curiosity, have you guys seen Society from 1989? And if so, what do you think about it? Society is... I did recently a haul video where I had a stack of horror movie DVDs or Blu-rays that I had yet to watch, and Society, the big Society Arrow release, I have never seen Society before, and it is on the list. Hopefully we'll have one of our patrons request it sooner than later, so that way we can add it to the list sooner. But yes, I do have Society, I have Videodrome, I have a bunch of other movies over there that I haven't even ever seen before. But Society is one of them, and I'm excited to watch it.
Society, and we know there's something wrong, and we've known it all along. Sorry.
Rico de Brat says, I think a good remakes would be Chucky and Leprechaun. Yeah, a lot of people have said that before just because of the size thing, but I don't think it'll ever really happen.
I'm with Rob, though, that I want a heart-shaped box movie so bad, and Scott Derrickson has actually...
It's perfect for a movie.
Scott Derrickson has been rumored to be directing a Joe Hill property for a while. It was within the last couple of months that he said, okay, now that I'm not doing Doctor Strange 2, the madness and the whatever, like, I'm working on something with Joe Hill, which is very exciting.
Mikey, you say they're hoping to get Freddy vs. Jason 2 going after the lawsuit. That's bullshit. They're never going to get that going. They would sooner do a Friday movie and sooner do a Freddy movie. They will not do Freddy vs. Jason 2 anywhere near before either of those. So
it's a bummer.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah,
not with Robert Englund anyway. Never.
Yeah, I mean, the bummer is that we got it in comic book form, which was originally the script that they were trying to push forward.
We got two of them in comic book form, yeah.
Yeah, we did, which we've reviewed here on the channel.
Did.
The Freddy rights have reverted back to the estate, which is one thing, and then they still cannot seem to figure out the rights for, Jason Voorhees and, the Friday franchise. So it's an ongoing ordeal, which sucks for fans more so than anything, which is why fan films are such a big thing and allow creativity and just I don't know, fun for the fans in that regard. So.
William Martinez, welcome, asks a good question. I have a good response. Is there a superhero horror movie? I can think of 4 right off the top of my head. So the first one is called Freaks. It is currently available on Netflix, and it could definitely be qualified as a superhero horror movie. Next, I'm going to say Brightburn from last year. It is what if Superman was evil when he crash landed at the Kent's house as a little boy. The next one I'm going to say is Chronicle. Not strictly horror, but definitely becomes a horror situation towards the end as a result of regular people getting powers.
Dane DeHaan's performance is one of his best in his entire career. That guy's flipping awesome. It's almost like if you had DBZ with horror elements to it, with the fight at the end. It's so dope.
And then the fourth, I'm going to say one called Super, which is not strictly a horror movie either, but it stars Rainn Wilson and Ellen Page, which is a James Gunn movie, which is aggressive. And it gets towards the end, and it is horrifying situations.
It's got some weird psychedelic aspects to it, too. I mean, you also have Kevin Bacon. You have Liv Tyler. Yeah. It's a weird movie.
So that's 4 right there that could, and then I mean there's a few others, but I think those are the best ones to go to right away.
And obviously watch The Boys on Amazon.
The Boys,
if you get the
absolutely superhero horror.
Like superhero horror. Like if they were not good people and they used their powers to the most despicable manner.
Society is wild, says Johnny G. I'm excited to watch it. Yep. If only the Dark Universe takes off, then we'll see an amalgam of horror icons. Maybe. I don't know. They did The Invisible Man, which is good, but apparently The Invisible Woman is already in production from Elizabeth Banks, and I don't know about that.
This is another thing that we will probably try to talk about in depth if we do another news segment in the coming future. But you saw that the woman who directed The Invitation is doing a Dracula film.
Yep. Yeah. I still haven't seen all of The Invitation.
The Invitation's great.
Yeah.
It's that weird slow burn, which I know you're not always fond of, but it's like a cult thing, and these people are at this dinner party and they start to realize there is very weird shit.
Yeah, I need to watch it. It's been in my queue for a long time, ever since it came out on Netflix.
And it's the same guy. The lead is the dude from Upgrade.
Maurice the Beast just asked, have you guys seen Todd Browning's Freaks? We just talked about it, literally, as one of the superhero movies. So there you go, Maurice. Obviously, and we're recording a review of it next week. Let's see. Freddy vs. Jason is guilty pleasure. Hell no, that movie sucked ass. So we have some contentious opinions. Lucio Inferno says Creepshow 2019 was kind of hit or miss. Do you think season 2 will be better with an increased budget? I think it'll probably have an increased budget. I mean, better, sure, maybe. I enjoyed the hell out of the first season.
I enjoyed most
There was
of
only
it.
one episode that I thought was weak. Everything else had at least one super strong segment.
Yeah.
So I dug the hell out of Creepshow. I'm easy when it comes to horror anthologies, though. Like, if you do something different, you give me good practical, then I'm about it. I loved it.
Yeah, favorite segment for me from Creepshow 2019 was surprisingly not like Champlain, Joe Hill, or Stephen King's Grey Matter. It was the weird weight loss.
I like the Dollhouse
one.
With Judith.
With Judith from The Walking Dead. That little girl is a tremendous actress.
She's so good.
She is awesome.
See, and I watched that before I'd seen any of her in Walking Dead. So when I watched Walking Dead, I was like, oh, now I see. Yeah, she's great. All right, Cole is gay question. What is your favorite character, not Freddy, and kill in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise? Favorite kill has got to be the puppet kill. I always go back to the puppet kill. It's the most creative. It's the most interesting.
You know what mine is.
Go ahead. I don't. Or not off the top of my head. I'd have to think about it.
Mine is the wet dream kill from Nightmare 4. I think it's so funny in the fact that you find like he's a survivor from 3, and you know, like when he's in the water, like in the waterbed, and like it's all enclosed and everything, and how's this for a wet dream? Like it's awesome.
Favorite non-Freddy character? I'm gonna have to either go with Alice or Rick.
Alice for me,
because I always loved Rick, man. The dude that did the martial arts to anything. I in part 4, I always liked Rick. And then his funeral, hello, babe. Like I always liked his personality. So yeah, either Rick or Alice. Because Nancy. I don't know. I like Alice and Nancy. They're pretty on par for me because Alice was a badass. Nancy became a badass and was cool, but she also got taken out kind of like a bitch. So Alice never got taken out.
To go like off the beaten path, so to speak, because we did all those reviews.
We did the comics reviews too, yeah. So, all right. Event Horizon, scary or dumb? This movie messed me up as a kid when it first came out, says Larry Scruggs. Loved it.
Fantastic.
It still holds true. We actually did a commentary for Event Horizon, and we loved it still, even to this day.
Yeah, I wish we could see that uncut version that
with the hell stuff, the hellscapes.
That he has talked about, which we see a brief glimpse of in that film.
It all got burned. All the negatives got burned up in a fire.
Yeah,
we're never gonna see it.
They lost the footage.
We're never gonna see it.
Transpired. That was supposed to be like an X-rated movie, practically NC-17, whatever, with this gory, grisly grossness. So,
what about another Hostel type movie? That's just torture porn. I mean, we get those all the time.
Not into it. Yeah.
I'm not as we don't get them all the time. I think Cabin Fever, the Cabin Fever reboot, might have been the last big. Actually, Human Centipede, I guess, could be considered that too. Yeah, I don't know. We're not really big torture porn fans.
Reboot was torture. I never.
Well, Cabin Fever. No, it's not torture porn. It's just it's as gross. I put them in the same category because it's as gross as those torture porn movies.
Yeah, I never watched the Cabin
You're right.
Fever
It's
remake.
not torture porn.
You know,
it's
did you?
not. I did.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's
was
not good.
I mean, was it worse than like Patient Zero, the prequel? Or
no, I liked Patient Zero better. Yeah. So yeah, it was worse.
Okay.
Have you guys seen Blue Sunshine? I have not. Did we review that for a patron?
It sounds very familiar. Damn, I can't recall.
Don't know what that one is. Who would win, Michael Myers from 2007 remake or Jason from the Friday the 13th remake? Jason's always going to kick Michael Myers' ass. 100%.
Yeah. Michael Myers
They'll hack
isn't
him up.
supernatural.
No. I mean, well, he is. He survives gunshots.
Did he eventually become supernatural because
He
Jason
survived 6 gunshots from the first movie.
But I mean, Jason with the lightning strike and everything. And
yeah,
he
I
came
mean,
back
Jason.
from the
Yeah,
dead
Jason would
eventually,
kill him. It's
which
not
is
even
where
a
people
contest.
have argued that Jason is stronger in that.
Yeah,
regard,
Jason would wreck him.
Yeah.
Is the Freaks you mentioned the black and white one from 1932? No, Maurice, no, not that.
One of us.
Ever seen Freaks from 1993? No, I have not. Ooh, that's a tough one. All right, I still dig it. The fight camp Crystal Lake, obviously in Jason's favor, but anywhere else, it's a coin. It is not a coin toss between those two. Michael Myers is a twig. Jason would hack him in half with his machete. Michael uses a goddamn pig sticker. It wouldn't do anything to Jason. Michael Myers would get his ass kicked. Don't give me this coin toss bullshit.
Whoa.
I'm sorry,
Get
but
to
that's
it.
crap. Michael Myers would not last a second against Jason Voorhees. That just triggered me so bad all of a sudden. I don't know why. But there's no contest. Jason would literally hack him in half with his machete, and that would be it. Ugh. Sorry. Yeah, Michael Myers is a twig, for real. Anyway, Baby Herman. Where are these names coming from? If you could have a donut with one director, who would it be and what kind of donut? I hate that that's such a good question. That's such a good question. All right. One director. My 3 favorite directors are James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, Wes Craven. I don't have Wes Craven around anymore. It's possible I might actually get a donut with the other 2, so I'm going to say Wes Craven. And what kind of donut? I would go and go to a boutique donut store and have like a Freddy Claw, instead of a bear claw, let's make a Freddy Claw.
Man, you are putting so much more thought into where I could go with this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have a donut with Wes Craven, and instead of a bear claw, it's gonna be a Freddy Claw. Boom.
Dang.
Fuego.
That is like.
That's good.
That's not
good.
It's not an off the cuff question, unfortunately. Okay.
I just did it off the cuff. You can do it off the cuff.
Well, I know, but there's. Okay, I would probably go with. Kevin Smith, because of the fact that.
Okay, Queen of Child Molesters are banned. Bye bye. Goodbye.
Just K. Smith and his writing and everything of that regard.
Thank you, Dice. Go ahead and block him.
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, K. Smith, I don't know if he does dairy or weird icings or anything like that. God damn it. I don't have a good answer for this one because I don't eat donuts, man. So
You don't know what you used to like? You never ate a donut before in your life?
Not in excessive amounts.
I mean, I can't be surprised. You're twiggier than Michael Myers. No, it's
this is unfortunately. Thank you for answering.
You don't remember if you like glazed donuts versus chocolate donuts versus.
I like donuts with. I like donuts with filling.
Okay, so you like a Boston cream?
Okay,
like a chocolate with a cream inside, or you like the vanilla cream, or you like coconut cream? What do you like?
Really like chocolate.
What kind of cream do you like inside you, Fuego?
Oh my god, yeah. I didn't really. Okay, cake, but yet the donut doesn't have the correlation, and that's where you try to.
I made it correlate.
Okay, my favorite donut is not the kind that like. Ugh,
you wouldn't want to share your favorite donut with your favorite director?
He wouldn't appreciate it.
Okay, well, who's the director?
He totally wouldn't. Well, I said Kevin Smith, man.
Kevin Smith, he wouldn't appreciate it. I thought you were gonna like. Okay, well, why wouldn't he appreciate it?
I mean, Kevin Smith, Darren Aronofsky, like favorite.
Okay.
Like this is.
Kevin Smith would appreciate a donut.
He would probably appreciate a donut, even if he is like drawn the line for.
Well, he's vegan now.
Consumption now,
but
and
this is
a free. It would have to be vegan friendly donut.
Well,
and all that
okay, you're getting into the weeds on this one.
I have no answer for this question. Sorry.
Funny. All right, moving on.
I can
moving on. We can't drag it out of Fuego.
No.
Does Michael Myers best Jason in the box office? Yeah, right now he does because there is no Jason at the box office.
Yeah,
but
and Jason can't.
Michael Myers has.
Anything.
I don't know. We can't even say that Michael Myers has more diehard fans than Jason because we haven't seen a Jason movie since 2009.
Over 10
so
years.
it's really hard to say. That's a hard question, Corey. It's a hard question. Any news on movies in the Cloverfield universe? The ending of Paradox had me hyped for more, although it wasn't the best. The first two were awesome. Yeah, Paradox sucked, except for the very end when you saw the creature stand up through the clouds, which didn't make any sense.
Well, the problem is that
they're
the
terrible.
Cloverfield universe has no plan, and they retrofit other
Yeah, the last
movies
two weren't
to
even part of
be-
the Cloverfield
to be
universe
in their
until they
universe, so-
crowbarred them in. So
Yeah.
Cecil, how are the
JJ.
cats? Sarah C, thank you for asking. Cats are good. Thorn and Rose
Cats are
are
good.
doing good. Olivia Axe, message retracted. Okay. How offended would you be if I said I thought the original Carrie was terrible? I'm not a big fan of it either. I'll take the Chloe Grace Moretz one over the original any day.
Yeah.
Yep, he's going for it again. Yeah, you're in his scratching post.
I guess so.
I can't help it. He's like, you don't matter right now. My claws matter.
I don't like donuts, man. I just.
You're back on the donuts?
No, I'm like looking
Okay.
at the. I'm like looking
Glazed
at the comments,
donuts are the
and I'm
best,
just
especially jelly-filled donut strawberry. See, I haven't had a lemon filling. I'm not usually a lemon fan, but lemon in a sweet variety, like lemon cake, I can get behind. So lemon filling might be good, but yeah, a jelly-filled glazed donut is a good. It's good stuff, but it's got to be strawberry, not raspberry. Raspberry filling with the seeds. Ugh, no, not for me.
I've been so.
Wait, Chase is here? Oh, Chase, just pick apart. Hey, Chase, good to see you.
Whoa,
Pick a
really?
pastry, Fuego. Hey, Chase.
Really, dude, Chase, man, I hope you're. Doing
He's a
great.
silent watcher of ours now.
Really?
He doesn't get to talk as much. Zachary, yo, Chase, where have you been? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Chase
just
is
living.
awesome.
Yeah,
Chase
Chase
is
is.
awesome,
No, we like
awesome,
Chase
man.
here.
No.
He's one of our more silent guys now, but we appreciate him hanging around.
No,
Godzilla versus Kong. Who's gonna win? If it's not Godzilla, I'll be pissed because he's got the breath.
You know what's happening.
He's badass.
You know what's happening. They are gonna fight initially, and then they're
gonna
gonna
team
team
up,
against like
yeah.
Mecha Godzilla. Or
Yeah,
something.
they have to. Yeah.
And that was another movie that was also like delayed even
Delayed,
before all
just
this
production.
craziness
Yeah.
went down. You know. So,
Yeah, no, they're gonna team up. They have to fight first, though. They definitely have to fight
yeah,
first.
they will square off. You know.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be as definitive, honestly. I have to keep on. Oh, you stay shares. Yes. Shit, I forgot to actually upload the design. I sent everyone in the channel a design for a Stay Scared Horror Show shirt with our brand new logo.
You did.
And I got everyone's opinion, and then I never put it on the store. Yes, it's going to be up within a week. Oliviax, thank you very much for asking again. Yes, no, I literally, your last comment made me create a shirt, and I had like 6 versions of it with different fonts for Stay Scared that I wanted to send to everyone. You know what, Oliviax, since you're the one that's spurring it forward, and thank you for your $5 super chat, email me at thehorrorshow666@yahoo.com, and I will send you all of those designs to get your opinion on which font you think would be best for our shirt. Since you're the one that keeps requesting it, I'm going to do that specifically for you. So email me and I'll send you those, and you can tell me which font you think would be best for the shirt. How's that sound?
There you go. Get some.
Please keep bugging us. We love it.
feedback.
We love it.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yes, strawberry, but lemon is lit though. Rico DeBrat, listen, I can't deny you. Sweet lemon taste is pretty good. Lemon cake is pretty solid. You know what lemon cake tastes like?
Sweet
It doesn't
pastries, man.
taste like cake to me. It lemon almost tastes like it's healthier, even when it's in a really unhealthy thing.
I'm like more of a croissant or a biscuit kind of
croissant?
person. Croissant.
No, I love croissant and
if I'm gonna do a pastry, man,
strawberry
I don't
jam
like, I
is
don't like
dope
sweet
as fuck.
Pastries, man. I like.
You don't do the strawberry jam on the croissant?
No, just croissant by
Yeah,
itself.
I'm
like
a sweet sucker.
I mean, like, give me some eggs and bacon and cheese on a croissant, and I'm
You like
happy.
a croissant witch.
Yeah, maybe.
A croissant witch.
Exactly.
All right, so let's see. Samuel Stokes is here. What's up? Good to see you, Samuel. Godzilla and Kong team up against Mega King Ghidorah. I bet you on my life. Yeah, it's probably going to be Mega Ghidorah because that's the head, right? They took one of the Ghidorah heads, so it's going to be Mega Ghidorah instead of Mega Godzilla.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right,
I mean,
Mikey.
well, dude, Mikey is more on point and just like researched on this than just about anybody I know, as far as like, you know, that sort of, what is the term for like big monstrous?
Kaiju.
Kaiju. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So Draco Eris with a $2 super chat. Hey Draco, good to see you. Saw The Hunt yesterday. It's pretty good. Yeah, did you watch our review? We kind of enjoyed it. It was a fun time.
I had fun. Yeah.
Staff ZX says, well, in the original Kong vs. Godzilla, Kong would get stronger when he got electrocuted. Why? That's why. That has nothing to. He's a giant ape. He's not a mutant. But yeah, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. If they do that, okay.
Zachary.
I hope they don't do that. But if they do, it is what it is. Godzilla would win, but it would be funny if King Kong is really a she, then King Kong and Godzilla have a monstrous baby. I don't even want to picture what a Kongzilla baby would look like.
It would probably look like something out of Alien Resurrection, where it's like...
I thought you were going to give her a free shirt. You know what, Zachary? Thank you. Thank you, Zachary. I guess that should happen as well. So yes, Oliviax, if you email me, I will get your opinion on the shirt, and I will get you one of those shirts. Thank you for that, Zachary. I should have thought of that ahead of time. Instead, you make me look like a careless host. So thank you.
Burn.
Much appreciated. Pastries, you say, says Dice? I like some poppy muffins and cranberry orange muffins. Dice, look, there's no accounting for taste in this stream, apparently. Poppy muffins, you're just asking to be, tested for heroin with all that poppy.
I thought it was marijuana's.
Is Poppy MJ or is it
it's THC.
Is it THC? Oh, I thought it was heroin. I got it backwards.
No, it's not. You're wrong.
Which is it? Is it heroin?
Poppy is heroin.
Yeah, I was right.
Gosh, no.
Yeah, because the Chinese poppy farms, right? They're the heroin farms.
No say.
THC, I promise.
Yeah, poppy is heroin.
Okay.
I thought poppy is heroin.
You're always right.
You're right about me always being right.
Opium. Poppies is opium. Yeah, okay, opium, heroin. It's same damn thing.
Okay, sorry guys.
Yeah, no, opium. Okay, I knew it was that. Okay, yeah. I said heroin, it's opium. Yeah. But okay, so exquisite taste, says Dice, or says William about Dice, okay? Key lime pie. Never tried key lime pie. Croissants doesn't sound too pleasant to sound dry. Key lime pie. Have you had key lime pie? Is it any good?
Of course, countless times.
Never
I mean,
had key
I'm just
lime
not a lime person.
Not a lime person either.
But you've got those like whipped egg white kind of sweetened froth that they put on top. It's like a fluff kind of thing. Yeah.
That would be an ugly kaiju baby, Kongzuki. Yes. The beast, they fight till they learn their mothers were both named Martha. Yep. Why did you say that name? All right, you can test positive for opium. There you go. Yeah, poppies is opium. Like, it's not THC, it's not heroin. It's opium, dumb fucks. All right, Papa Hades, they're remaking The Hills Have Eyes again, and I'm pretty upset. I haven't heard that yet. No, I haven't heard that yet. All this talk about food, it's making me, oh my god, especially munchies on effect.
Oh my god.
It's opium, yep. Put the lime in the coconut. All right. Poppy seeds, that heroin running. All right. Did you guys watch The X-Files? I watched the first 2 seasons and I gave up. I couldn't get into it. It's too the same every episode to me.
I've watched up until Mulder was no longer there and the T-1000
you
took
always
over.
Say you cannot say his name.
Robert Patrick.
You always say the T-1000.
Well, of course
though.
I do, because of the fact
that
it was just like very. So he disappears for a little bit and then he does reappear and stuff. As much as people really adore the whole conspiracy theory with Smoking Man and all the different people who reoccur on the show, I really like the Monster of the Week stuff on the X-Files.
It's just funny. Your ratio of X-Files mentions to T-1000 mentions is 1-to-1. Anytime you talk about X-Files, you talk about how you stopped after the T-1000 joined.
You have to repeat yourself when that's
I know. Every episode is someone's first episode.
Honestly,
just like every comic is someone's first comic. I get it. It's just funny. It's just funny.
Big Blue with Queequeg though, and it's basically like the Lake Champlain, sort of situation, where they think that there is a monstrous aquatic dinosaur. Have you ever seen that episode of the X-Files?
Queequeg, no.
No, it's really dope.
No, that was past season 2. So
okay, it's like one of those.
I saw the Stephen King written episode, the doll one.
Yeah, it was.
That's the only one I saw.
Where they're in Maine and they're researching and stuff like that. But the one that I'm talking about is there is this small town that they go to where there is Big Blue, which at this lake they believe that there is some sort of aquatic dinosaur that manifests itself, and turns out it is indeed a real thing. It eats Scully's dog. It's it's really exactly. It's kind of crazy. It's an episode I distinctively remember watching when I was in grade school, and I loved it. It's awesome. So yeah. You seen that?
It puts the sanitizer on its skin. I believe my grandmother would make a lemon pie that my mom liked. My mom's still working on perfecting it, especially the meringue. Yeah, lemon meringue pie is a thing. After all this pie talk, I really need to go to the store and see if there's any pie anywhere. It's probably been taken along with the teepee.
There's like barren stores all over. I mean, food.
I am in agreement with Rob Rubber Soul on this one. I want a legit horror Jersey Devil movie. So there is one. Rob, watch the Jersey Devil movie that had Bill from True Blood. Steven something or other is the actor's name, but he did a Jersey Devil movie that was actually really good. It was a good Jersey Devil movie. Oh, what the hell is his name? Steven, help me out here. Steven Moyer. Yeah. Steven
Meyer, or something like that.
Moyer, Jersey Devil.
Is it in my beard? Is it?
The Barons. It's called The Barons from 2012. Yeah. That is a good Jersey Devil movie. It's the only one that's been made, in my opinion. Stephen Moyer, Jersey Devil. I saw it. I'll give it another shot, though. Okay, well, sorry, Rob. That's the only one that I know of. No, I agree. There needs to be the Jersey Devil is a scary idea just as much as the Loch Ness Monster is, except he can run on land and takes kids in the woods and stuff. So, yeah, no, I'm about the Jersey Devil, and the Barons is the only one that I've liked so far.
I think all secrets are hidden in Robert Dewell's beard, actually, because he has many more secrets to hide within there. So, that's all I would say.
Chase says the episode where the guy that could fit in the vents in houses was great for the X-Files. You need to watch the home episode of X-Files. It was terrific. That episode was pretty great. I remember that. Hey,
yeah, I was about to say, they're going crazy on my chair.
All right. Stephen Moyer, yep, all secrets are hidden. I'm still waiting for a good gargoyle horror movie. Yeah, there hasn't been one of those. And actually, I watched for the first time ever, because of Disney Plus, the first season of Gargoyles. And
Have you seen it before?
No, I've never seen it before.
Dude, the voice work is so great. You have Michael Dorn, Jonathan Frakes, Candyman, right? Tony
Todd is in one of the episodes. The guy that played this guy, the alien in Star Trek. The Worf.
Yeah, Michael Dorn.
Oh, yeah. No, but the main guy, Keith David.
Yeah. Why was I saying Tony Todd?
No, Keith David, not Tony Todd. Yeah, maybe Tony Todd appears later, but Keith David, yeah.
Oh, the voice work is
so a gargoyle movie would be awesome, especially a horror one.
So Peele has been trying to make that into a film for the longest time. Yeah, for a few years.
There was a live action gargoyle trailer that was made, a fan made trailer that had a live action, hints of the gargoyle and stuff. Now I'll watch that trailer and have a new appreciation for it.
No, it's very good, man, and it's like
Samuel Glass. What's up? What's up, Sam? Hey, Sam, you have 2 movies that we're waiting to review, right? You sent us The Corpse of Anna Fritz and that Rondo.
There was the second one,
right? Yeah, we need to review both of those still.
An extensive amount of copies that we dispersed.
Yeah, Rondo we gave that to everyone, and I have The Corpse of Anna Fritz. So those are on our list. We will be doing those soon. Oh, I got the hiccups again.
No.
All right, we're almost at 2 hours, guys. So we'll be wrapping it up in the next 10 minutes.
Yes.
Fuego's got an early day.
Social
I have the hiccups. Fuego, read something.
Please, no social commentary, gargoyles. Yeah, people are definitely interested about that. All secrets are hidden in... okay. I've been thinking about shaving the beard back off because
the wizard's beard.
The wizard's beard as it has been described in various instances. I have
the flavor saver.
I have derision from a lot of close friends, most notably my bandmates and a few others, but. I don't know.
Oh, Tony T, good call. Sorry for you, not to cut you off. Tony T, looks like Sci-Fi will be making a new version of Killer Clowns.
Talk about my beard.
They did announce the new Killer Clowns a while ago by the Cheeto brothers, right?
Yeah.
The Cheeto brothers have something to do with it too. The guys that made the original.
There has been a lot of discussion about it.
Hopefully, it comes true.
Time, but
Sci-Fi. I'm after the Critters movie, and considering Chucky's going there, I am concerned about Sci-Fi. However, I do need to watch the rest of Blood Drive, that Sci-Fi show, because the first episode was great and it's supposed to be stupid fun, and it's on one of the streaming services. So
yeah, and they've been like treading more so towards like R-rated territory as opposed to like just tame tampering it down sort of situation. So
Mummies
Nick
Alive
Oaks, I
should
love
be
you too,
next, Cecil. Great cartoon. I don't remember Mummies Alive. Is that on Disney Plus? All right, we're all in Jaime's beard, and it is in us. All hail. Gargoyles was a good chunk of my childhood, says Dice, along with Danny Phantom. Never watched Danny Phantom.
I have heard good things about Danny Phantom.
Interesting.
No.
Christian Medicine. Wasn't there an 80s or early 90s gargoyle horror flick? I know there was a 90s one, yeah.
Well, the one that I always think of is Tales from the Dark Side, where...
that has one of the best gargoyle stories.
It was the best segment in the entire film.
Yep.
Stephen King
That
aside,
review forthcoming.
Sorry, the cats from hell and everything. I mean... Yeah, that was the best bit. It's about this artist who sees a gargoyle kill somebody in this alley, and then he agrees
makes him swear not to say anything.
He agrees to keep the secret, and then he goes on to prosperity, and he has this great life, and then... Oh boy.
Yeah.
The twist
doesn't go well.
Dope.
Nick Oaks, you guys are the best. Thank you. Chris Bethel. Hello, everyone. Hey,
dude.
Chris.
Nick, stay safe up there in the Northwest, man.
I mean, Tales from the Dark Side movie with Lovers Vow Gargoyle story was a good one, says Samuel Stokes. Yep.
Yeah, it's the best segment in the film.
I
honestly.
agree. Papa Hades, they're making a new paranormal activity movie. What is favorite paranormal activity movies? I can't remember. I need to rewatch them. I actually quite liked Ghost Dimension. Because of the 3D, I thought that was a fun addition to the series, and I actually thought the Mexican one that was the spin-off, what was it, the Marked Ones? I thought that was good because that ended up tying in with the very original movie. So I kind of like the Paranormal Activity movies. I think 4 was the worst. I think it's easier to point out the worst than the best. So 4 was the worst. Blood Drive was cool. Leprechaun Returns also, says Zachary Haith. Rubber Soul also says Blood Drive was kick-ass, so I think I need to watch Blood Drive. The first episode was fun, so I need to watch the rest.
Enough. You and I watched it together. Yeah, and I can't remember if we reviewed it or not.
I think we did at some point, but Samuel Glass, really good Jersey Devil film, came out a year back, ways back, called Satan's Playground with Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Thank you, Samuel.
She ages like a fine line.
Dice says, I highly recommend Danny Phantom. Let me just say that. Dice, is it available anywhere streaming?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
Staff ZX, I heard rumors they're making remaking The Thing. Yes, I heard those rumors too. But it's supposed to be more like the original novel The Thing was based on. So yeah, it's a new adaptation of the original story.
Yeah, they discovered the original source material. The
longer version of the original source material. Yeah,
exactly. The publication that everybody is familiar with is I think it's called Who Goes There.
Who Goes There?
Yeah, exactly. And so it was.
We reviewed the comic version of that in our last Thing review.
We did, but it was always intended to be a full-on novel, and the novel, like the official manuscript, was discovered. They're releasing the official novel, and then with that and all the precedents and just fanfare for that property, they're like, okay, if they're going to release this novel and it's like uncut whatever original intended aspect, we're going to make a movie of it now too. So I mean, yeah, have your mixed feelings, wherever about that. So.
I heard rumor. Yeah, okay. So we talking Paranormal Activity 1 and 2 were the only ones that really creeped me out. The others became a little predictable. I agree. She says Danny Phantom is on Hulu. So let me search Hulu real quick and add Danny Phantom to my list. By the way, if you guys didn't know, hand me this. We're going to be reviewing this next week, or at least Robert and I. He's going to have it finished. So we're going to review Parasite the Maxim. This is an awesome horror anime. So that review is coming soon. And then we're also going to be reviewing the live action version of it that came out, parts 1 and 2. So that's coming soon, and I'm always on the lookout for good horror animation. By the way, I highly recommend Primal for anyone that hasn't seen Primal. That is a fantastic animation that I think is also on Hulu. The one that we did a trailer reaction for, it's largely dialogueless, where it's just a caveman that befriends a dinosaur.
It was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so good. So highly recommend those if you guys are looking for good animation to watch. I've been on a big animation kick. Yeah, Parasite, good anime, says the Beast. Agreed.
And this is where he needs to finally watch Vampire Hunter D and
Berserk.
Some of the classics.
Oh, it's a comedy series, Dice? Interesting. Oh, he's like a Ben 10 kind of animation.
Yeah.
An accident in his parents' life. Okay. All right. I'm adding it so I can at least check it out. There's 3 seasons, about 50 episodes. Okay. Interesting. I'll give it a try, Dice. I'll give it a try. The fact that you were raised on that just shows how much younger than us you are.
Yeah.
You must be like 13 years younger than us, because that's like Ben 10, which I was like 15 when that was starting to come out. So, all right.
The fact that Mikey is like gods, man, Griffin, and I love me some Berserk.
I heard rumors of a movie called Dylan's New Nightmare. Can't reveal my sources though. Yeah, shh, don't talk about that one. I'm making it. But yeah, if you guys were talking X-Files, one of the best comedic episodes were Jose Chung's From Outer Space and Charles Nelson Riley. Or with Charles Nelson Riley. Haven't seen that one. I'm glad you mentioned horror anime. One of the good to check out is also called Shiki. It's it's a take on vampires, okay? I mean, it was a Nickelodeon cartoon, but it was fun. Lots of nostalgia. Okay, Dice, I gotcha. Yeah, I do remember Ben 10 too. Yeah, it's the same animation, it looks like. All right, I'm going to head out. Yeah, we're about to head out as well, Jax Thripper. Thank you for watching. Thank you, all of you guys, for hanging out with us for this long. This was a fun, random live stream. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing the news next week if we can, and then follow that with a number of Sunday night live commentaries for you guys. Starting with, who knows what we're starting with. We have The Faculty to do. We have the Color Out of Space. We have a lot of really cool stuff. The Blob. Yeah, we still haven't done The Blob. So, hey, Arnie, you're here right at the end. Good to see you. Blood the Last Vampire. Haven't watched that one yet.
Blood. They did a live action version of that one too. Yeah, man, that's good. I still prefer Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust probably above all of them. I've read some of the Vampire Hunter D original novels that were the basis for the films. So
Papa Hades, what's your favorite Saw movies? Just go back and watch the reviews, and we'll talk about our favorite by the end of them. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Regarding the coronavirus, just make sure you're washing your hands. Sing Happy Birthday twice, at least 20 seconds under the water, or with the soap before you wash everything off. And don't touch face. But don't get crazy, you guys. Be smart. Don't hoard stuff. People like us that aren't crazy still need to get toilet paper too. So thank you very much for watching, though. We greatly appreciate it. And yes, the horror show will be continuing during this, self-quarantine era. So don't worry about that. You'll still get one episode a day for the foreseeable future. But thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias, Fuego.
And remember, stay scared. Bye, guys. Stay safe.
Peace out.